it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is another live stream here on Oak Bridge Farms. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Rather impromptu live stream here. Wasn't planning on live streaming tonight, but things had worked themselves out to where I couldn't really record the roleplay series I'm doing, so I'm here. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a fantastic night so far. Let's go ahead and check out the chat and see what everybody's talking about so far. We've got Reaver Time Todd says first, and who to thunk it. Whew. That's a strong way to start out reading the chat there. Reaver, hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Oh my goodness, you are first. Jonah has had the stream sniped from him. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Ken, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, hey people, well done, Reaver Time Todd. Jody, how you doing, Jody? Hope you're having a great one as well. Says, number one buddy, Team BDD Gaming. Team BDD all the way. Pippa, how you doing, Pippa? Hope you're having a fantastic one as well. Says, hi, BDD. We've got Ken saying hey to Jody. Pippa saying, how's everyone today? Doing fantastic, Pippa. Thank you so much for asking. Andrew Bailey. Andrew, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one so far. Says, hey there, BDD. Hope you are well. I'm doing fantastic today. Philippa says hi to Andrew. Andrew says hi to Pippa. And cheers for being in live chat. Yes, that is awesome. Excellent, excellent. All right, well, I am all caught up with the chat so far, but hopefully we're not as quiet tonight as we were the other night. We ended up doing a agribusiness tonight last night and had quite a few people in the stream, but it was awfully quiet last night. But that's okay, it's okay. We don't have to be chatty all the time, but hopefully that's not the case today. Let's get to work, though, because we got a bunch of stuff to do around the farm. Let's go ahead and click on that, and let's get rocking and rolling. So, we all last remember, we got the cows up and running. We put in, well, accidentally took out the bunker silo that was right here off to my left. And in my haste, I was like, uh-oh, I actually wanted that to stay there, but I put in a couple of these little calf huts. So, that works out pretty nice. I think that looks all right. Yeah, I think that looks all right. But we've got work to be done. We've got a hoeing contract right here, and we've got a mowing contract. Let's go ahead and get those rocking and rolling. And then what I need to work on around here is I want to get some calves taken care of here on this portion in the calf huts. I think I'm going to put in the full 5 into all of them. So 10 total calves. And then I need to bring over feed and water here. I need to bring some more feed over here. And I think I need to bring straw here too. If I remember right, it does produce manure. That's awesome. So yeah, let's do that. What is it right there? Can I produce milk here? I cannot. So these are... Oh, that's right, because they're calf huts. What am I thinking? I could move them in there. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So let's do let's do baby Holstein. Why not? 5 of those. The little babies, look at that. They're so cute. They're so cute. And now let's get 5 of them in here too. Oh, that is just a boatload of adorable. Anyways, now we need to go get a trailer because we don't have one yet, and we need to get a liquids tanker. So 2 of those things are gonna have to happen. So let's go. Wait, I've got a trailer. I forgot I had this. We don't need a trailer. Let's see. Andrew says, I won't be on too long today, unfortunately, buddy. Been up 2 days, haha, and it's 2:30 a.m. here. Oof. Oof. Yeah, 2:30 a.m. Andrew, I don't blame you, but I appreciate you stopping in. Even if it's temporary, I do appreciate it greatly. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to back up and grab this trailer right here. Bam. I almost forgot I had this thing. go ahead and put some hay in here. I don't have any straw in here, do I? No, I don't have any straw. I'm going to have to buy some straw. Hay. There we go. How much does this hold? Like 10,000? Oh, yeah, 10,000 on the spot. Nice. Alright, so let's fill up both the calf huts with this hay here. Because all we need to get them is just full. We don't need to get them, like, with TMR and whatnot. We just need them producing. Can I... Let me think. How can I do this? I think I feed them along the side right here. Aha. How much does this hold? Oh. Well, not that much. I'm okay with that. Oh, unfold maybe? Oh, come on. There we go. Bam. And we fold that. And, ooh, am I gonna have enough space in here? Ooh, nope. Not quite. Not quite. There we go. Close enough. And dump. Alright. Jamie! How's it going, Jamie? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, hello, buddy. Hello, Jamie. We got Jody says, this is a great map. I agree. How's everybody doing? Doing fantastic there, Jody. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they... that absorbed that rather quickly. Let's see. What kind of room do I have in that? Alright, so they're going to be full, 1,600 liters. I need to get them water, though. So that's what I got to work on next. This has room. Probably another 10,000 liter capacity. Yeah, let's do that. Once I can start making some TMR, I'll start doing that. But right now, this is going to be okay. Just some hay, just to get them, up and running and productive. Then we'll be good to go. Let's fire that up. Let's see. Pippa says hi to Jamie. We got Jody says, I love to make more friends like my buddy right here, trying to find people to play with. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's the great thing about being in these live streams and whatnot is so many people are willing to kind of come on, hang out. People are always looking for others to kind of hang out with and to play the game with and whatnot. So yeah, it's a good locale for that. Let's see, let's get this all swung back in here again. There we go. The little baby cows are just bopping around in there. Look at them go. Now, just out of curiosity, because I think... Let's see. Oh, I don't have any straw in here. That's why they're not producing manure. Well, that makes more sense. Alright, well. I guess we're going to get some straw and blow in some straw, too. Alright, cool. Well, that ought to be more than enough in that barn now. 22? Yeah, that'll be good for now. And then once I do that... I get the straw blower, I'll get the water tanker, or just get some kind of tanker. I'll go from there. Let's... There we go. Something like that. Alright, let's run up. We'll grab us a straw blower. We'll put those into both the calf huts and into the cow barn. That's the words I'm looking for. Here. Oh, hey. I'm not looking straight. I'm not looking straight. That was almost dangerous. But once I get those two things done, they should be good to go. And then what I need to start doing is I need to fast forward. I need to fast forward it into the next month because there's not many more contracts besides this mowing and hoeing contract. So I'm thinking that between those two contracts, we'll just be done with this month. And maybe I'll be ready to harvest come next month. I don't remember exactly when I planted the barley. So it's possible it's going to be as early as next month. It could be as late as the month after that. So we'll see. We'll see. If I can harvest, I can harvest. Let's see. So we need a straw blower and some straw. We need. Oh, there we go. Straw blowers. Ooh, we could go with the Teagle. Yeah, we can go with the Teagle. With the little 3-point attachment. Telehandler, front loader, stole, JCB, skid steer, wheel loader, front loader, 3-point link. Rear. Yes. Let's go with this. 1 bale. Let me think. Don't I have... This is 2 bales. This is 2 bales. Oh, wait. This is a... Okay, this is a 3-point link one, too. This holds 2 bales, so why don't I do this one? There we go. And now let's get a couple of bales. Get a couple of these. Oof. It stacks them. I forgot about that. Alright, that's fine. Awesome. Alright, so we got... let's see. Jamie says, yeah, great, thanks. I harvested field 4 today. Potatoes for my pigs. Took 8 hours. Wow. Yeah, field 4. Whoa. Yeah. No wonder it took 8 hours. That's massive. How many acres is that? 48.07 acres of nothing but potatoes. Oh, Jamie, you are an animal. Holy smokes. That's amazing. Whew. Jody says, it's hard for me to find people to play with. Like I said, man, just keep on keeping on, and we'll get you there at some point. We got Jamie says, I have a multiplayer server on this map. I have a mega farm, 8,000 beef, 4,000 pigs, 1,000 milkers, and 260 buffalo. That is a massive, massive farm. Wow. And if I can't remember the fella whose channel it's on. I want to say it's Nielsen, if I remember correctly, because I stopped into one of the streams. Whoa, what? Let me go. Well, okay. I guess, let's see, can I reset it? Come on. Reset. Alright, let's see if that helped. Or if that just made the situation even worse. Yes, okay. Okay, so that does that. That does that. Okay. So what I need to do is try and flip these around. Oh, kind of like that. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got one outside. Alright, can we lower this down? Okay, yes, lower it down. Well, Nope. You really got to give it some oomph. Give it the oomph. Give it some beans. No! Darn it. Oh, hey. You know what's against that tire? Oh, I didn't realize you... Oh. Oh, really? That's how this is going to work? Just kind of goes through? If I go... No. No. Come on. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. And slam it home. No! Get. Why? You know what? Can I lift you? Oh, of course I can't, because I didn't buy the liftable bale. Okay, hold on. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wrong. So many buttons. Okay, slow. Oh, darn it. Alright, come on, get in there. And lift. No! No, stop. Oh, I'm doing stuff. Stop. Just stop. Oh, and now we loosened that one. Oh, shenanigans. All sorts of shenanigans are happening. No. I can't get back there, can I? Oh. Alright, you know what? I need some help. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think about this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I just installed this. Nope. That. There. I love this thing. I'm so glad this kid. Whoa. You really lurch forward. Holy smokes. All right, there we go. All right, now. I have a feeling this is going to end very badly with that bale just flopping out somewhere on the road. What did I just hit? Alright, well, it didn't quite get onto the road, but... Alright, you know what? I don't know what is going on here today. No. Right, get down. There. Okay. Now. All right. We're gonna do this right. If we got the equipment, let's do this right. Let's slam that down. All right. Now, can we get that bale out of there? No. If I lower this. Lower. Like that. Now can I... Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now we're talking. Okay. Ooh, now we're cooking with peanut oil. Okay. Come on. No. No. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. So now I should be able to just put it in the bin. Just put it in the bin. Just tap it in. Just tap, tap, tap-a-roo. And... yes! Okay, that's one. I need one of those little, 10 minutes later. Okay, here we go. Come on. Here we go. I'd say it like a professional or something like that, but this was far from professional. Oh my goodness, it just flops around back there doing it. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful with this. Gonna have to be... oh no. No, no, no. No! Oh. Oh. Why? Why? Why does it hate me? Oh no! Oh no! Keep going. Just go. Just go. Roll with it. Oh. I'm glad I didn't return this like I was originally thinking. Ah. Ken says BDD needing something for his blooper section. Oh, this is just going to be the blooper stream apparently. Holy smokes. By the time I get this all sorted out, I'm going to have both the contracts done, and the poor dog that's wandering around the whole farmlands around here, he's going to, pass from old age. Holy smokes. Alright. Hedges. We don't need no stinking hedges. Alright, let's try this again. One more time. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I wonder if I do something like that where it's kind of wedged in there a little bit better, that might prevent it from flopping so hard. I wish there was straps. I wish this had straps. Okay, okay. Slow and steady. Open the gate. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let's see. Jody says, I appreciate it, buddy. No problem there, Jody. No problem at all. Jamie says, yes, Dirty Nilsson is his channel. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Jamie says, I posted it on your Discord name Grafter. Nice. Very, very nice. Reaver says, is it Thursday yet? Oh, Reaver, come on. Come on. Don't. Why you gotta be so mean? Jody says, Crazy Driver BDD. Oh, you know what? This is Crazy Driver mixed with Bad Driver mixed with I don't know what else. Maybe a little bit of alcohol was thrown into this. I don't know. Not really. That's just a joke. Just a joke. Okay, here we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Is it still... okay, Bale's still there. Bale's still there. Okay. Okay. Slow. Now go. Here we go. No, no, no. I can't drive over that grate. I can't drive over the grate. It'll eat the bales. And then this whole thing would... oh, man. Wouldn't that be just the trip over the finish line? That would have been gnarly. Okay. Okay. We're there. We're finally there. It only took 4 hours, but we're finally there. You know what? I'm pretty sure that Jamie probably harvested his whole potato field quicker than I got 2 bales into this thing. All right, here we go. And blow. How much straw did this thing take? Okay. Well, that's actually kind of cool. That's actually a really nice straw texture on there. Very cool. Now... What? What? No more straw capacity. Is it because these are so much close to each other that it did? These are all so close to each other that it actually recognizes them all as one. Okay, this one doesn't recognize it, but those two do. Let's see. Oh no! Oh no! No! Not again! Not again! Can this can turn around? Good. Just good. No, that's not what I meant. Alright, cool. That poor cow's getting a straw bath. Alright. No. 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 Oh my goodness. And I can't lift it up because it's too heavy. What is going on? What is happening to me tonight? Jay Meister, how's it going, Jay? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Jamie with the hysterical laughing. Jay with the LOLs. And what's really sad is I'm not doing this on purpose. I am not trying to be funny about this. I'm actually starting to get a little bit frustrated. just a little bit. Hey! What? Let me up. All right. I can't get it. I can't get it from there. I've got a rogue bale that I can't. Can I sneak in through here? Does this gate open? It does. Okay, cool. So I might be able to sneak back here. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Whoa. That did a thing. Okay. Okay. Sneak. I just got this, 10-ton tractor in somebody's backyard. Don't mind me, I'm just retrieving my bale. I know I didn't ask permission to be back here. I know I'm, technically trespassing, but shh, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Oh my goodness. Why? Why is this gate, like, impossibly... Oh, yes! Okay. Don't acknowledge it. Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't even look at it. Just do not look at the bale. It doesn't exist right now. What is going on? Give me just 1 second, y'all. Something just happened. I'm not sure what. Huh. Sorry, my youngest daughter just started, like, wailing really hard, and I don't know why. My wife went and checked up on her. She should be okay. Alright. Again, don't acknowledge the bale. The bale doesn't exist. The bale is the figment of our imaginations, collectively. If we don't acknowledge it, it can't run away. And now we acknowledge it! Let's go! Yes. Success! Okay. What should have been a simple task has turned into a Herculean task, but both of the contracts didn't finish. We did it before the contracts closed. Woo! Success. Okay, Ken says 2 days to go for precision farming, at least for me. LOL. Yes, I know. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. Jamie says there's a bale trigger inside the shed. Just open the gates. And then we've got Pippa saying hey to J-Meister. Holy smokes, yes. Alright, you know what? Jamie, where were you about 10 minutes ago? There's a bale trigger there. You could have just dropped off the bale. You'd probably said it 10 minutes ago, but I just didn't read it. There we go. Contracts are done. Alright, let's deal with the water. Nope. Boom. Boom. Okay, 20 grand. Easy 20 grand. Let's just make sure. Fertilizing contracts. Could rip through that real fast. That'd be almost 30 grand. You know what? Yeah. Let's just do that real quick, and then we'll skip through to the next month. There. Alright, so what I need to do now, let's go ahead and get rid of that Massey. I don't need that anymore. Let's go ahead and return. Return. We can return the Teagle. And now we need a liquids tanker. Aha. But let's get one of the nicer ones where it does all the things. Do I wait? Do I have a liquids tanker? Hold on. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, good. Good. I thought I didn't, but then it's like, wait a minute. Do I? Let's get this Joskins. This one's the modified one where you can put in all the various different stuff. This will be good. Yeah, let's get this. We'll actually spend the 9 grand on this one. Actually, own it. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant. Let's see if we can actually get the worker to set destination. Okay. Do I have any fertilizer in here? I don't think I do. Wait, is that fertilizer or is that... That is fertilizer. Solid fertilizer, yes. Solid fertilizer. What? Really? Okay. Wrong. Okay, well, the worker is coming. That's cool. Open that. Nice. And solid fertilizer. Get that. Yes, that is filling. And now any more? Nope. Perfect. So now I'll just top the rest off. Using this. Bam. Oof. That's expensive. No, don't block me in here. No. No, 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 no. Haha, nice. Actually worked out pretty decent. Alright, where am I going first? Oh, we'll go to 13. Yeah, we'll go to 13, then 25, then 33. Yes. That's the plan. And once I get to 13, I'll check out what the chat is saying up in this point, and then we'll go from there. So, I've been watching a YouTube channel. I mentioned this in the last stream. I believe it was in the last stream. It's called Mr. Ballin, and it's actually a really entertaining kind of thing. If you're at all interested in like the dark, mysterious kind of horror, but in like story form, it's actually really, really good. And I had no idea about this thing beforehand, but I was listening to a story right before the stream started. And has anybody out there heard of free diving? I've never heard of this before today. I'm 40, almost 42 years old. I've never heard of this. But for those who don't know what free diving is when you go out into the middle of the ocean and you swim down as deep as you possibly can get unassisted. Like about the most assistance you can get is you can have a weighted rope, and then you can start pulling yourself down to whatever depth you can physically get yourself down. You don't get any air, you don't get like nothing, right? And you just go down as deep as you can get, and then you get back up to the surface. And this is something that takes several minutes to get, from bottom to top again. And I thought that was pretty extreme. You're going as deep as you possibly can. If you miscalculate even by a fraction, you might not make it back up. But somebody thought, meh, free diving, that's for sissies. Let's ramp this up to 11. Let's crank this up. So their solution was to have something called no limits free diving. I, again, never heard of free diving, but I certainly never heard of no limits free diving. What no limits free diving is again, free diving ramped up to 100. And what that one is it actually takes you on this basically like personal submarine, and you go rocketing. Like it's one of those like underwater self-propulsion machines, and it just sends you down as far as you can go. We're talking hundreds of feet down underneath the surface. Now, for those who are thinking, why is that one so much more extreme besides the depth? Because you are basically entrusting your entire existence to a piece of machinery that if for some reason that machinery fails, you ain't getting back up. You're not swimming 300 feet unassisted. Why? Turn off the weeds. Oh, I'm missing big chunks in the corner. So yeah, needless to say, when I heard, that was a thing, that is going to live rent-free in my head for a little while. That one is going to be like, ooh, new fear unlocked. Okay, cool. So that's now done. All right, let's check out what the chat's saying. So, let's see. Jamie said, I did, LOL. You probably did. I just completely breezed through it. Let's see. Ken says, Pippa's mom says hello. Hi, Pippa's mom. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Pippa says, hi, my mom. And Jamie says, did you know if you make a second farm profile on your multiplayer overview, like an admin farm, you'll get all the farm equipment on the shop for, and own it. Nice. See, I knew that the way that it works for the sets of equipment that you don't own off the main profile, like if you're on single player, it basically... Okay, so basically, as it works, is when you're in multiplayer, you have the ability to create multiple farms. Well, in single player, those multiple farms still exist, and if you have equipment that's tagged to those other farms, it just basically makes it to where it's a locked profile where you just don't have access to be able to unlock it. But in multiplayer, you can, create those farms, and it's assigned to one of the specific farms. Oftentimes I've found it's assigned to like farm number 8 or something like that. So you got to create 8 separate profiles in order to get to that tier. And then once you're to that tier, you then have access to all that equipment and stuff. But yeah, no, I knew that was a thing on some maps. I just didn't know it was on this one. That's pretty awesome, though. Being able to have access to all that equipment, you can clear it out and make the yard a little less cluttered. But I also appreciate how Oxygendavid made this map to where that equipment exists. It's actually like real equipment as opposed to like the quote-unquote pictured equipment, to where it's a lower resolution. It doesn't look real almost. It just looks like almost like cardboard. It looks fake kind of thing. But no, I much prefer when map makers do like what Oxygendavid did and actually place it down as a part of real equipment. Now I understand that takes up slot counts and all that stuff, which I mean even on this map it doesn't use up a lot of slot counts, surprisingly so, because you figure less than 1,500 slots, you still got 2K worth of slots to be able to use. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good in my opinion. Let's see. But no, so yeah, I was just kind of enamored with this whole concept of free diving. That just, like I said, it was just like a whole new fear was just unlocked this afternoon, or well, not this afternoon, but this evening when I came across that one. That was definitely gonna be some nightmare fuel. There we go. But no, it's just it's a really interesting channel because I've always been into like the dark, mysterious kind of things. I love horror movies. So, this kind of being a more true to life, because there are a lot of like real life stories that are, a part of this channel. And a lot of them are very horrifying stories. It's made all the more worse when you realize that this stuff actually happened. I caught one today about for those who are not American. It might not ring any bells, but the disappearance of Roanoke Island. So off the coast of the Carolinas, there is, I think it's the Carolinas. There's an island called Roanoke, and back when the country was being colonized by the settlers there from Europe, they had established a relationship with the local native tribes there by Roanoke Island, and at those times they were basically able to pull permits from I think it was Spain, who was setting out these kind of explorative colonies at this point in time. I think it was Spain. Anyways, but you had to pull a permit, and the permit only lasted X amount of time. And from that point, they had to gather up crews, gather up funding, and all this stuff, and they set out to go and colonize these islands. Well, they had real good relationships with the natives at that point in time, and it was just one of those where, unfortunately, through a series of bad circumstances, they ended up the largest ship on this first kind of voyage ended up beaching itself, and it like crashed and damaged the entire ship. They lost a vast majority of all their supplies, all their food, like a good chunk of it. This was like their cargo ship was the big one. And when that happened, they were really dependent on the native population to help them out. And at first, the native population was really like, okay, we'll help out. We'll do what we can. Well, over time, they were trying to get new expeditions to come out and all this stuff. And it turns out that at the time, they were in the middle of a war, and I forget which war that they were involved with overseas. But what ended up happening is that the return supply ships never came. So the native population, after they kind of realized, hey, we're doing the lion's share of all this stuff, started to basically sour on the people coming over. And long story short, for the longest time, when they had finally made their return to check on the people who were there, the entire island was just gone. Nobody was there. And for the longest time, until about 2011, basically it was as if it was just abandoned. Like, it was just gone. No trace of the people who were there, nothing. And when things finally, kind of shaked out there in 2011, they made a discovery, and basically what it seems like is that they were kind of they relocated due to a war with the local tribe, who basically is like, okay, we're done carrying your problems. And there was a lot of stuff that led to that, like the Pilgrim population ended up basically doing a preemptive strike against the natives, because they thought that they were so angry at them that they were just going to come and attack them at any point. So instead of waiting for the attack, they basically started the attack. And yeah, it was really, really bad. But no, it's part of history that I kind of like. I thought it was really cool listening to like all the finer details, because I had heard like all the kind of large stuff from when I was in like school and stuff, but then there was this discovery after I got out of school. I didn't even know about this, but it was just cool. I just thought that was really cool after they made that discovery, because they found a stone, and on the stone there was a whole writing from what happened, or what they think has happened to that native population, not the native population, but the Pilgrim population. Let's see. Jamie says, yeah, I love all his maps. I'm waiting on Whitcomb. He has been making since FS22 got released. I had a chat with him on his Discord, and he said he's looking like the new 26 release. Nice. That'll be awesome. Any Oxygendavid map that comes out, I'm tickled pink with, because I mean, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Every single one. I've never been disappointed with the Oxygendavid map. Let's see. Let me get turned around here. Where's the next line? There it is. And turn on. Let's see. Then Jamie says there's also a video on YouTube of some, I think that's drone footage on this map. It just proves Oxygendavid made a real-life map to point. That vid is 7 minutes long. Take a look. I'm going to definitely check that out. Absolutely. If you can, Jamie, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind dropping that in the chat? Because I'd love to be able to take a look at that. Benji says, good evening, everyone. Benji, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Oh, man. You just missed the chaos there, Benji. There was all sorts of shenanigans happening. All of it was my fault. And, yeah, needless to say, I'm glad you weren't around for it. Because I made myself look like like I knew nothing about this game. I looked like such an amateur for about 10 minutes. At least there's some people out there who haven't seen it. Anyways. Yeah, so we're just going to rock and roll through the rest of this contract. Oh, man. I forgot about this one. So I've got 3 of these large thermos growlers. Basically, it's the same exact one. And I switch out every day to, throw one into the dishwasher so I can drink from the next one, so it's always, clean. Well, what ended up happening is one of the tops, where the straw insert is broken. So it basically, think of it like a straw from your local fast food joint that's broken, it snaps, and you got a little air that gets into the straw. That's basically what this one does. So as I'm drinking it, I get my drink, but I'm also getting those bubbles that kind of dive in there as well. So it's a minor annoyance. I know, first world problems. I mean, what can we do? Jamie says, yes, I will. Awesome, Jamie, I appreciate it. Todd says, don't feel bad. I finally got back to my server after clearing log files, cache files, rebooting the server 3 times. My game, I count how many times, so you're not the only one frustrated with FS. Well, I tell you what, it sounds like you're experiencing a bit of harder times than me just trying to fiddle around with some bales. So I'll take my problems over trying to restart a dedicated server and doing all that stuff any day of the week. But hopefully you get it all worked out and it all comes back just fine. But yeah, no. Like I was saying though, that Mr. Ballin, I really am enjoying it. Like I said, I highly recommend it for anybody who likes that kind of content, that kind of dark, mysterious kind of content. Some of it's some of it's like supernatural. Some of it's like aliens. Some of it's like Bigfoot and other creatures. Like I was just watching a video earlier today about what was it called? I think it was called the Pope Lick Monster in Kentucky. There's a tale of this creature called the Pope Lick Monster. And the Pope Lick Monster is supposed to be this humanoid creature with the head of a goat and the body of a man. And it's supposed to be like 8 feet tall. And if you go into this very specific section of Kentucky, then you're going to run into it and it ends you. Well, the story revolves around this couple who basically are looking for these like haunted kind of areas, and then they're supposed to be going out to some place where it's different from this Pope Lick area, because there's an actual place called Pope Lick, and they're supposed to be going out and they're supposed to be looking at like for some kind of haunted area or something like that. And then the boyfriend, he's like, no, we're going to this place. It's called Pope Lick. We're going to go there and we're going to check it out. And it's supposed to have something really, really cool, and all this stuff. And the girlfriend at the time, she's like, I don't know. It's just whatever. And he's like, no, trust me. You got to check this out. You got to check this out. And, am I... Let's see. So he finally convinces her to go to this place to check. How? Why? Huh. I must have not made a full circuit around. That's weird. All the way up here in this corner. Anyways, so he convinces her, okay, we're going to go check this thing out. Well, after finally convincing her to go check it out, they go to the area in which people say, oh yeah, this is where the monster is. You got to go check it out. Right here behind this fencing, like right by this bridge. And they find this bridge and they find this this fencing, and there's signs everywhere saying, stay out, do not enter, private property, the whole 9 yards. So ignoring all the signs, they go to the get into the gated area, the fenced off area, and they climb up this hillside and make their way up to this bridge. And it's a train trestle bridge. And they're looking at it and it looks old and dilapidated. They're like, there's no way that, there's anything that's going to happen here. Like the train line can't be active. It's too old. It's too rickety, the whole 9 yards. And I know Jonah, if he was in stream right now, he'd be screaming like, "No, you can't do that! No, no, no!" Like I can hear him. I can hear him right now. And whoops. So basically, okay, yeah, I am in the right spot. Yes. So they're up on this train bridge, and they convince themselves there's no way this is an active line. And then they're just kind of looking around, waiting to have this creature come and attack them. And after a little while, all of a sudden, they start hearing this racket, this really awful noise. And they look, and all of a sudden, they see a pair of headlights off in the distance. And it's an oncoming train. And it's too late for them to run. And they start to like panic, like, we can't run, we're on this train trestle bridge and it's not wide enough for us to be able to kind of step off to the side and be able to be safe from this train. If we're on this bridge, it's going to run into us. And I don't know if anybody else knows this, but train beats human. Yeah, I know, shocker, right? So anyways, they start to run, and the boyfriend's like, wait. And he's like, we got to hang off the side of this. We got to hang off the side of it. And he dives off, and he's hanging off the side of it, and it's just basically these trestles, are just big enough off to the side where you're able to hang on, to the side of the thing, but you're off this like 40-foot, straight down bridge kind of thing. Well, the girlfriend, she's like trying to climb down, but she's taking her time. She's not getting there quick enough. And all of a sudden he watches it, and this train just booms, just bashes into her, and she goes careening down the side of the hillside there. Obviously she's gone on impact, and there's no saving her. But the train passes by. He's unharmed. He pulls himself back up onto the bridge, and he goes running down. And he goes, finds her, and no saving her after that. So basically the mangled bodies that people say that they keep finding in this area is exactly this. This is the Popelik monster. Is that people just are right out in the middle of this bridge, and they get destroyed by this train. And that just kind of sparked this whole, kind of supernatural phenomenon behind it. So I thought it was a cool little story, and I think it's a really cool channel. So if that kind of is, your kind of cup of tea, go check it out. Like I said, it's called Mr. Ballin, Balllen, I think, Ballen, Ballin, yeah. All right, let's get this last field done. This should be a pretty quick field. There we go. And I should have turned it on as soon as I got in there. Darn it. Oh, well. Let's see. Ken says, Benji, BDD literally was playing hockey with straw bales, LOL. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. I looked like a rookie. I'll put it to you this way. I'll even put it in hockey terms. If I was up for the NHL draft, I not only would not have been one of the mainstays, the people that get recorded, for their reactions and all that, like the 1, 2, or 3 seed in the draft, I would have been the person who would have been lucky to have been the water boy for that person. So, yeah, no. I wouldn't even have been good enough to be the friend of that person. It was pretty awful. It was bad. Jamie says, for some reason I can't share the link in the chat. I'll send it via your Discord. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Also says, I've sent you a general chat on your Discord. Enjoy, people. I absolutely will. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. I am not paying attention to what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's get this back straightened up. There we go. Hi. But no, all sorts of really cool stories on that channel. Really, really cool stuff. Trying to think of some other ones that I listened to recently. Oh, I started telling one about the tiger on one of the previous streams. That was really cool. Um, yeah, none are coming to my mind at the moment. But like I said, go check it out. It's really good. Joseph, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says hey BDD. Hey Joseph. Let's see. We're just finishing up here. What's the contract situation looking like? I don't think. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, we got another 23,000 hoeing contract, but we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to skip on to the next one. Benji says you'll have to watch The Scary Cherry. I'd never heard of that one. I'll definitely check it out, though. I like I said, I love those kind of like mystery, drama, kind of horror. Kind of keeps you on the edge of your seats. I love like being out in like my man cave in here, and I'll just pop that on. I'll have my headphones on, and I'll just be listening to like all the scary stories, and occasionally like whipping around and making sure nothing's behind me. I know one of these days my wife is going to come out like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be listening to one of these stories, watching it, and all of a sudden she's going to come tapping on the window, like specifically behind me, off into the corner there, and just to scare the bejeebers out of me. It's gonna happen. I know it will. But in all fairness, I tend to scare her quite often. It's like if she's not paying attention, I come walking in. Because what's funny is for my size, because I'm a bigger guy, I actually walk very lightly. So I can walk into a room and nobody knows I'm standing there. And I do this to my wife all the time, to where I'll just kind of walk into a room and she'll have her back to me or something like that. And I'll just be standing there just kind of, watching her, seeing what she's doing. And all of a sudden she turns around and there I'm at, and she just kind of lets out a shriek. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, you got to announce yourself. I'm like, what? What did I do? She's like, I had no idea you were even there. It's like, sounds like a you problem. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to jump over there. Let's do this. So, this is the one. So, I've been testing this theory about how the whole reimbursement thing. Because it says reimbursement 0. It always says 0. But because if you have your product in your tanks and stuff, I got 5,000 liters, it does give you a reimbursement back for the product that you're sending back in the contract vehicles. So you can see here, $916 should be exactly what I get paid for that one. This one should be the $7,033, exactly what I get paid for this one. But I should get the $21,468 for this one. It's going to be way more, $29,000. So you do get reimbursed. It just doesn't show you, and it's rather annoying if you ask me. But it's one of those where it's cool. I like that that's the case. I used to always use the pallet goods. I forget who made it, but it was the palleted goods where it's basically 5,000 liters for $1,000. You could get super cheap product, especially fertilizer, and then get reimbursed for that differential. Yeah, really, really nice. Almost $300,000. Let's go ahead and skip to the next month. Let's see what we're going to be working with here. Hopefully, we can harvest this field here. It's going to be close. I think it's harvest season next month. Visit. Sleep. Let's do this. We got, let's see. Jamie says, CS, that sounds like a good drink at a pub, LOL. Yeah, right? The Scary Cherry. That does sound like a drink at a bar. Absolutely it does. All right, here we go. What's the word? Yes! We are harvesting. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. All right, so we need a harvester. I know I don't have one of those. I know I don't. Let's just double check. Yeah, no harvester. Okay. So we need a harvester. something worth. Oh, we could get the big old case on the job. $37,000 for this bad boy. Let's see. Will T, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, yo, what up, everyone? What up, Will T, the FS Encyclopedia. Benji says, Will T in the house. All right, so we got... Yeah, we'll lease it. We'll go ahead and lease it. And the Draper Flex with the transport wheels. Thank you very much. Nope, no, I don't want to buy it. Don't want to buy it. Don't do that. Oh, hey, I forgot I had the trailer there. No, I'm dumb. Ugh. I completely forgot about that. Silly. So all those baby cows, all the calves, haven't been producing anything because I haven't given them water. Well, let's go fix that. Let's go fix it. That's frustrating. Alright, well, let's chug out there. And then once we get there, we'll kind of go from that. You know what? I'm kind of thinking, too. I really have no interest in doing forestry on this map. So I think what I might end up doing... You know what? I think I will. Ooh, can I make it? 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 And turn! Oh, that was close. That was close. Alright, let's go back up to here. So we should be able to get water from this. Yes. Cool. Let's see. Ken says, Will T! Hey there, Will. And then we got Jamie says, I probably look like a scary cherry after a 12-hour night out. Everyone knows a Pritz can drink. Woo! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I love it. Will says, what up, Pippa? We got Will also saying, Ken, what up? And Will also says, yo, BDD, we got some good mods today. We did get a couple of good ones. I love that that skid steer loader from was it Black Sheep, I believe? That and the buy points, the whole bunker buy points. That I liked. Let's get this full. Bam. All right, so let's see. I can't believe I forgot to give the cows, the little babies. Oh well. Something like that. Ooh. I think the trigger is over here. Yep. Ooh. A lot of water went in there. Tons. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, water. Okay, cool. Yeah, 0% health. Because I'm a goober. That's so frustrating. Alright, now... they haven't produced a thing. No manure, no nothing. What about in here? Manure! We've got manure. Where is it at? Where's the manure? I thought it was like in here. You had to like rake it out. Alright, they got plenty of food for now, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, so now... Let's see. Productions. Let's see if I can actually... I don't think I can put this back anywhere. Oof. Oof. Let's see. I don't think I can dump it in here because I don't think there's enough space available. Nope. No more capacity for water. Actually, wait. I know what I can do. And I know how I can get rid of all this water. Let's do it. Let's do it. Productions. Oops, darn it. I hate that it can go all the way to the bottom and then shoot up to the top there, and it kind of like selects the upper portion to move left and right. Ugh, it drives me nuts. I'm trying to remember what this one's called. Oh, wait, it's under greenhouses. Yes. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Greenhouse for wood production. But what if I put this... Wait, I own the land. Let's see, something like that. Where's the output? That's something that just dawned on me. I might be covering up the output. Hold on. Hold on. That, this. Alright, well. Oh, you know what? There. Something like that. And now... Alright, so this one just takes water and seeds, and then this one, water, seeds, solid fertilizer. And I can also make wood chips too. So what if I do water, seeds, and liquid fertilizer? Okay, well, it definitely needs water, so let's go dump this out there. We'll take this up. And then we're going to harvest. We are going to get to harvesting. Oh, I'm so excited. I am really pumped. We can get all that barley. We can get all the straw. Yes. We can start making TMR. That's going to be awesome. We'll have a ton of TMR. And then we should get the full productivity out of the cows here. So that's going to be awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah. I am happy. So let's see. Then we're going to have to get a minimum, I think I saw it was seeds. But I mean, I might as well get some kind of fertilizer there as well. Because why not? All right, here we go. There we go. Perfect. And okay, so this is the output right here. Oh, that's cool. I love it when productions do this. I love it when it can block it out. All right, so yeah. At minimum, I need seeds. But if I do one of these, then really that ain't a big deal. Ooh, I could get liquid fertilizer, and I've got the trailer right here. And why not? Let's go get some liquid fertilizer. Alright. I see the chat is moving without me, so when I get there, I'll go ahead and check that. What is that? Where did you come from? I bought wrap and didn't... Okay. I don't remember that being there. At all. At all. I don't know why it's there. I'm completely lost. Completely lost. Don't know why. Anybody else who's been watching the lives remember that? I don't remember that. At all. I'm just lost. Alright, so get us some liquid fertilizer, then we'll have to worry about seeds at another time. But yeah, I think that'll be good. Actually, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay, 400,000 liters is how much water that holds. Okay. Can I buy it from here? I think I can. Silage added liquid fertilizer. Whoa. How much liquid fertilizer? 10,000 liters? Okay. Yeah, let's slam that full. There we go. Whoa. All right. Yes, after this, we're going to start on the field there. We're going to get that rocking and rolling. So I want that straw. I've been building up to this for who knows how long. This is what? I think this is the 12th live stream. And this is the first, like, barley, wheat, like, first actual product harvest I've done that wasn't, like, base farm. So I'm pretty excited about this. Let's see. We'll get over here. I'll read it the chat. I'll catch up with that. So I see a whole bunch that I'm missing so far. We'll get to it. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, man. You know what it is? I'm building the suspense. I'm building up that suspense to where we can finally get ripping into that barley. Here we go. Yes. There we go. So yeah, all we need now is some seeds, and then we're gonna get some wood, and actually want to distribute that because we're gonna distribute it, the output, to the sawmill, and we'll start producing these products. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. There we go. Alright. Let's just leave this here for now. Let's get... Oh, I had it on to begin with. And then... let's get this harvester. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Man. Oh, man, I didn't think about all this. I didn't think about having to navigate back here with this big old header for this. Oof. Oof. Alright, well. Huh. Nor was I thinking about these really narrow roads. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Why didn't nobody tell me that this was a bad idea? Oh my goodness. Easy, easy, easy. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and just get off of this little narrow road, because I think I can get back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy. What is going on here? Okay. What? Why? What is going on? Why? Why, tree? Why do you hate me so? Okay. Okay. Just take a breath. Take a moment. This is supposed to be the fun part. Come on. All right. Now I think I can kind of finagle my way from back here. Is this harvester overkill? Yes. Am I okay with it? Yes. Alright, so... I think I can snake my way in there. You know what? Yes, I can. I don't own this field. Open up. Ooh, come on now. All right, let's do it. Let's go, let's go. Harvesting time. All right, let's... oh, wait. Oh, enable straw. Yes. Want to enable the straw. Okay. Let's catch up with the chat here real quick. So we got, let's see. Will says, I forgot to message PDD to let him know that there were no maps, LOL. You did, but it's okay, because I actually went out on my own. So I appreciate the thought, though. We got Will also saying, it's not a John Deere. No, it's not a John Deere. No. The skid steer today, I still like it. I love that kind of old school look that it has. I mean, it's really cool. I like that. Look at that. Again, it just looks like it's just purpose built. And that's the kind of equipment I like. It's simple. It's not fancy. It's just, it does a job. It gets the job done, and that's what this is. And then you can kind of fancy it up by putting in a little roll bar if you want to, if you want to be safe about things. They call it a sunshade, but I mean, that's a roll bar. Let's face it. And then if you want to be even more safe, you can put in some grading for your forestry. Live on the wild side. Live on the wild side. That's what I say. Anyways. Will also says, I grabbed all the buildings from Icus and Patty. Nice. Benji says, I like the mow and collect grass anywhere, a mod. Sling with the sweet corn canning factory. 100%. That mowing anywhere was really cool. I like that they added something like that to where you, if you don't own the land, you're able to actually just mow the grass. So you can set up something like a almost like a grass mowing business. You can go onto somebody's property and like, oh, bzz, and boom, you can have those like new scenarios in place. It's really cool. I like it. Let's see. Will says Bochard EV 2200 120WR manure spreader is awesome. It's so big. Yeah, it is. Really huge. I like it a lot too. We got Jamie says, you have to put a manure extension silo at the back of the cow shed. I'd never used the manure silos. Never seemed to work for me. Really? For some reason, I mean, it's telling me that there's manure in it. Yeah, manure. I thought that meant that it had a discharge point. Like it actually had some place to put it. Am I wrong about that? Because I thought it was on the floor over here. Like right here. I thought that's the pickup point for the manure. Oh, poor cow. Poor little baby just talked. Boom. Will says, BDD, what did you think about the Mow Anywhere? I just got done saying I love it. I love it. I think that's brilliant. Benji says, Brochard was in FS19. Will says, U.S. refrigerated hanger is pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, that one's, again, more of a kind of a niche one for me. So, but it's still nice. I do like it. Now, are we finally getting somewhere on these? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 5 for 5, 0 health. So that'll get there eventually. We got Will also says the vegetable and fodder dryer is pretty awesome. That was really cool. The sweet corn add-on is definitely grabbed that. Storage sheds and single shed got that too. Watergate, this mod is awesome. It has a tip collision so you can put them on the bunker silo and it won't spill outside. That is really cool. That I did like too. Yanni Stale Beats. How's it going, Yanni? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, what up, Yanni? We got Will says, what up, Yanni? We got Will says, who thinks the Giants are going to drop mods the same day as precision farming? I'm sure they will. I'm absolutely sure they will. It's one of those where I don't think they're just going to come out with precision farming and then be done with it. I think they got, likely I feel like they probably got a lot that they're going to drop on the same day as precision farming. Just a guess. Let's see. Where was it? Ken says, that's Jasper's ghost rapping LOL. Ken, that's right. That is right. That probably is Jasper's. Ken also says, definitely on the call, and meant cards, Will T, LOL. Will says, right, Ken, I just thought of that, LOL. Will then says, custom moddings, Val Metal Slurry stuff is still in testing. Oh, yeah, that one's going to be nice. It's going to be really high in the download, but it is going to be nice. Samuel, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, hi, BDD. Hi, Samuel. Sorry, I'm so sorry, live stream late. No worries there, Samuel. I actually, before I hopped onto my stream, I actually saw that you were streaming, so I popped in there for a little bit. I noticed that you didn't have your volume turned on, so I didn't know what was going on. Just saw, like, the face. So, yeah, and I also noticed you didn't have the chat active, so I couldn't, like, hey, can't hear anything. So, just so you know, I was hanging out for a bit. Will says, next month is the new DLC. They're announcing it soon. Cannot wait to figure out what that's going to be. What up, Sam? Samuel also says, I'm at 60 subs now. Nice. That's awesome. Congrats. Joseph says, I love it too. Jamie says, you have manure, but you... I think it's supposed to be you need to have... Okay. Think you're reaffirming that you need to actually have that extension. Ken says that header would be better extra product off the field, LOL. And Ken says the MacDon. Oh, the MacDon! Oh! Why didn't I think of the MacDon? Darn it! I should have. I should have thought of it. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Jamie says you need a manure silo extension for it to spawn. That trigger behind the feed trigger is for the straw bales. Gotcha, gotcha. Samuel says, hi, Will T Gaming, FS Encyclopedia. Check, look at my channel. Benji with the 1, 2, 3. Got all caught up. Very nice. There we go. So, oh, we are full. Nice. All right, so let's turn the worker off. We need to kind of pitch it out like this, I guess, because for some reason I decided to go in the wrong direction. And now we've got to get this back to the farm, go get a trailer of some sort. Oh, you know what we can do? How much seeds does that production point take? Seeds. 10,000. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. So I can grab a trailer, put in less than 10,000 liters of seeds. I can go get the wood production started. Then, after emptying out, go over and unload the harvester. Yes, yes. We can do boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Head off in this direction. We'll go drop off this. We'll come back. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to get. That's what we're going to do. Let's see. Here we go. So yeah, after that, let me think. What can we do? We're going to have to bale. We're going to have to get all that straw. And probably what I'll end up doing is I'll take a couple of the bales that I pull off of the field, and I'll actually turn around and use it for the bedding, like the actual straw bedding for the cows. So that way it's full, it's taken care of, don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, here we go. So let's pop that there. All right, you know what? So Jamie was saying how we need to put in a manure heap here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Silo extensions. Let's see. 2 million, 1.5. Ooh, that's big. Don't need that big. Ooh, that'd be good right there. There we go. I think. I hope it spawns there. Alright, so 0. Yeah, because I want this to spawn, because then once that spawns, I'm going to start taking it over here. So let's go back here. Let's go like there. Okay, 1,000. So hopefully the next time it cycles, it'll start spawning into it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, let's go dump this off. Whoops, oops, 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 oops. Back this up. There we go. Perfect. Now, time to boogie. We gotta get... Wait. I've got the cart. What am I doing? I've got that little cart. You know what? No, that's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough at all. But let's do this. Let's get rid of this cart. It's a nice cart. I literally just bought it, but I need something bigger. Something bigger, need something better. Even though this is an auger wagon. Woo! Just goes hopping and skipping and jump away. Holy smokes. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and take care of that. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we'll get us another different style of trailer, something that'll hold a bit more. Thinking, what kind of trailer do I want to get? Let's see, I got 143,000. Man, I am burning through the money. Oof. Okay. Let's get this over here. Oof. Just a bit too wide. And repair and sell. Okay, well, lost a little bit of money on it, but oh well. See, that's 15,000 liters. I mean, I could get this one. It's only 6,000 liters more. Or wait, what about this one? I could have this with the beet cutter in it. This wouldn't be bad. Huh. For 30,000, there's the Bailey here. That's only 17,000, but it does do the high lift though. Nah, let's go with the beet cutter. We'll go with that one. There we go. Like I said, we'll fill up with 10,000 liters of seeds, which I got some seeds over there. So I'll pack those in there. Because might as well. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's just annoying. And some seeds. Boop. Seeds. Boop. Just do back and forths. Nope. Rest is lime. Cool. What do we get out of this? Alright, 1,300, not bad. Ah, nice. Alright, so now let's stop right here real quick. We'll check out the chat and then we'll continue on. So where was I? Jamie says, yeah, we have the Mac done for the mega farm. For the size we are, it's 4 a.m., so I'm off to bed. All right, Jamie, well, thanks for stopping by tonight. I hope you had fun. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Let's see. Reaver says, Facer Booker. Oh, that's why my wrist was... I gotcha. Okay, I'll check that out here in just a second there, Todd, and we'll pull it up here in just a bit. Jamie says... catch up on the vid I sent in Discord in the Calmsden Village. You'll be very impressed. Good night, all. All right, Jamie, like I said, you have a great one. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by. Will says there will be a patch coming out as soon with precision farming drops. Samuel says, hey, BDD is in the new house soon. Yes, so not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday is the closing on this house and the new home. So that's when, like, basically starting Friday, I'm going to be pretty much unreachable beyond that. And for that whole, like, weekend into the following week, I'm basically going to be, hustling, trying to get everything taken care of. We're picking up the truck on Monday, and then after the truck pickup on Monday is when we're going to be loading all the furniture. We're going to be loading all the dressers, the appliances that we're taking with us, because we're taking our washer and dryer, because I am not leaving that behind, because we literally just bought them, and for the family size that we have, it is perfect. We specifically went out and bought this specific unit, washer and dryer, because they are massive, and having two little children is, you need a big washer. You need a big washer and dryer. So needless to say, we're taking that with us. And our new home doesn't come with a washer and dryer, so it works out just fine. But let's see. Will says, I'm going to try and reinstall my game on my PC, LOL. Well, good luck there, Will. I hope it all works out for you. Let me get around this corner, and then we'll catch up the chat some more. Got Taco de Groot. Taco, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, I'm late to the stream. Everyone, a very fine day, evening, or morning. No idea where you are. Very fine evening to you as well there, Taco. Hope you're having a fantastic one so far. We ended up doing just kind of an impromptu stream tonight. I wasn't planning on doing a stream. I was actually planning on doing the roleplay tonight, the series on Matopiba, but unfortunately, due to circumstances outside of my control, wasn't able to do it. So one of those where decided, you know what, we have no maps to do, we have no tours, no updates, no nothing, so I'm gonna do something, and decided, here we are. Did I miss the trigger? Am I... Am I not? Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Much better. Alright, so now we ought to be able to turn on that production. I was really starting to worry there for a second. It's like, no, we just did all that. We bought the liquid fertilizer. We bought the seeds, and no, we can't. No, I was gonna be sad for a second there, but yeah, look at that. Already produced a liter of wood, 2 liters of wood. Let's go. All right, now let's head this way. Head back to the farm, and then we'll be good to go. Unload the harvester. We'll get the harvester back up and running. I'm curious on how much we're going to get off of this field, because it should be like fully like good to go. It should have like the max amount of fertilizer, lime, plowed, like the whole 9 yards. It should be like as best as you can get the field. Go on this little side entrance here. Nice. Look at all that straw. That golden straw. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. That's what I've been waiting for, is that straw. Because that's what's going to get us the TMR. It's going to make, tons and tons and tons of TMR. I'm going to use it for bedding for our cows. I mean, it's a lovely thing. Ooh. There we go. Nice. All right, let's see. We got Will says, Taco, what up? Also says, if you guys want to stay up to date with anything FS related, check out my Facebook page, Will T Gaming FS Encyclopedia. Absolutely go check it out. It's the same one that we covered last night on Agribusiness Tonight. Taco says, hello, Will. Just came home and enjoying the live stream and a Sauvignon Blanc. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hope you had a good day at work today. Jamie says, the one above the slurry tank. One above the slurry tank. Wait, what? Yeah, wouldn't the one that I put in work as well? The manure heap extension? Alright, hold on. Now you got me worried there. Let's see. No. Okay, yeah, no, it's still empty. Okay, hold on. I guess today is the day where I just waste a whole bunch of money. Alright, let's, I guess, pop this in like here. Oh, it collides with player. Of course it collides with player. It's massive. Let's see. Alright. Alright, here's hoping. $20,000 liters right off the bat. Let's go. Alright, let's get this straightened up and get the worker rocking and rolling again. Oh, where do you think you're going? And with all this barley, I have all this barley. I can get chickens. Ooh, chickens. Yes. Okay, nice. Let's go get the chickens. Start getting some eggs. It's not like you get a ton of chickens or anything like that in this chicken barn over here, but maybe installing a new chicken barn at some point would be a good investment. If we're gonna have all this barley, we can definitely do it. There we go. Come through the back over here. All right, there we go. Let's just get, because we only got 30. Let's just pack it full. Oh, open. There we go. There we go. Oops. Almost got it in there. No problems. Oof. Look at that ground deformation, though. Oh. There it goes. Bam. So now chickens are... Yes. Good to go. Man, that ground really deformed. Holy smokes. Huh. I don't think I ever had the ground deformed that badly before. That's awesome. I love it. Love it. Alright, so let me continue on with the chat here. So we got, where was I? Jamie says the manure will spam every hour, but mine is where you have to put it in that shed. I gotcha. Will says it probably won't spam till the next day. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, cool. Taco then says, I don't do Facebook anymore. I will have a feeling I have engaged with people that ate the glue paste in kindergarten. Nice. Will says you should get the Rooster Moz Gravity Wagon BDD. Yes, it is a good one, but I think I'm going to stick with this one just because it's a little bit bigger for the storage. Jimmy says be best to max your cow's shed out with straw. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen. Samuel says, hey BDD, is new house at Florida? Yes. So it is in Florida here, so it's just a little bit further north than where I'm at now, and it's a little bit more in the country. I mean, it's not the country, but it's certainly the country compared to where I've been over the past, little over a decade. I mean, really since 2010? No, actually before that, since 2006, 'cause when I moved here in Florida, I basically lived in the same area here in Florida. I moved to Georgia in 2010, and then moved back here pretty much to the same area here in Florida, and it's just all been like the heart of the cities kind of thing. And I'm done. I'm absolutely done with being in like the hustle and bustle. I want quiet. I want peace. I don't want my neighbors' kids thinking that my yard is something that they can just go wandering through whenever they please. And yes, I'm only 40 years old, but I am definitely the get off my lawn, get off my lawn guy. Oh, no, stop, I demand you stop. Stop what you're... Will you stop taking me places? I feel like the worker is just purposely like, no, I'm not going to unload for you. Let's see. Greg Plays, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Said like and share, bro, BDD. Awesome, I appreciate it. Yes, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you keep up to date with what we do here on the channel. I greatly appreciate that. Hitting that like button helps out so much. A lot of people don't realize just how much that like button really helps. Oh my goodness. What? Just get me away. Just get me away from the shenanigans. Holy smokes. But nobody realized just how much, I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of people don't realize how much that like button really helps content creators like myself. It really, really helps. It helps trigger the algorithms. It lets people know that you're into what it is that you're watching. So yeah, if you haven't yet, please do hit that like button. Oh, that's right. The input's on the other side.
Ralph Fanning Jonah donated $1.99 through Super Chat. I'm late again, oh no.
Oh, let's see. Farmer Groot, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says hello. Samuel says, looks good, 40 years old. Thank you. Yes, 42 in November. So I'm getting up there. Groot says, won't stop fighting with that case. I'm trying. Everything wants to fight me today, Groot. everything. Y'all, you were late seeing all the shenanigans that happened before all the shenanigans you're seeing right now. Like, it's been a shenanigans. You know what? Ken said it best. He absolutely said it best and said that I'm just looking for a blooper reel. And that's what this whole live stream has been, is just one giant blooper reel after another. So, yeah, it's been just shenanigans. The whole 9 yards. Why am I not? Why am I not? Come on, pick up. Start engine. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yes. Perfect. That's the whole reason why I've got that that belt right there, is just to be able to keep from having to back in and do all that nonsense. But anyways, Rail Fanning Jonah with a $1.99 super chat says, I am late again. Oh no. Jonah, not only are you late, you are not the first chat, you are not the second, you are not even the 20th. That's how late you are, Jonah. I mean, Reaver Time Todd dethroned you as the first chat. You know, I was almost tempted to pin the chat to the top right there, just to be like, look, it's not Jonah. Now, in all fairness, you did give the first super chat, so I will say thank you very, very much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Taco says, I love quiet. Our street has 4 houses. Left and right are temporary homes and one way on top. Never see those people. Most of the year it is only me and my wife, our 2 dogs, and a cat. Love it. See, that's exactly what I was looking for. Exactly what I was looking for. So the house that we got, so we got a full acre of property. But the thing is that the acre basically goes, you know, front to back. And our house is closer to the road. But because it's a lot nicer house than what we have here, it's not like a through road like what we have here. The road that I'm on now, you know, we've got a school on the one end of us there, and we've got the main, like, rest of the subdivision going on that direction there. So we get through traffic all the time, and if ever the main road, which is just like not even like an eighth of a mile over there, like the main kind of highway, if that thing ever gets backed up, or, you know, is there a crash or whatever it may be, they redirect into our subdivision in here. So I'm constantly, if there's a crash or whatever, constantly having to deal with a bunch of people who are just cutting through because that's the only way they can cut through. Yeah, I'm just over the area. And as I mentioned in the last stream too, I made a really, really bad discovery just like 2 days ago, literally just 2 days ago, where oh, I thought I was going to clear that. Apparently not. But literally, so as I mentioned, going this direction, there's the school, and then beyond the school is basically, the school is surrounded by the main highway on this side. There's a access road to the subdivision and the school going here. There's one same direction going behind it, and there's a side street going in this direction. So it's basically encased with roads going all the way around it. Well, I discovered that on the back side of the school, there's a homeless encampment right back there, and it is filthy. It is trash. There's just garbage just lining. So it's basically a path within the forest line, and they basically ripped out all this low standing plants and stuff, and it's just wide enough for, let's say, like a bike and a small cart to get back in there. But all throughout this path is just tons and tons of trash. Got the tents and the tarps and all the sorts of stuff. So it is just it is awful. And it's not even like I said, it's not even an eighth of a mile away as the crow flies.
It's literally just on the other side of the school. And it drives me up a wall that it's that close. And all the time at night, I'll be watching the cameras and stuff, because I've got cameras everywhere around here. I'll be watching the cameras and I'll see just, all these junkies and whatnot just go wandering past the house and all that stuff. It's like that's the whole reason why I'm moving, is I want to get to the country to have the country, to have the peace and serenity, but mainly is just get away from the homeless. I can't even go up to the grocery store without there being, a bunch of homeless people just outside of the store begging for money. And it's just, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. And it's not the only reason I'm emphasizing it, because it's kind of still fresh on my mind after making that discovery. I was not too pleased about finding that. Let's see. Samuel says, next live stream soon. It really just depends. Samuel, depends on what Giants does, what Giants releases throughout the week. If they release more maps and whatnot, those always take priority. I'm hopeful the next free day where there's no maps, no updates, things like that, I'll be able to record the roleplay series on Matopipa. And then after the release of that, what I typically do is I will post it the day before it goes live to everyone, to the members. And then after it goes live that evening, if there's no maps or anything like that, I typically will take the evening off and I'll spend it with my wife. And then after that, the day after the main release to everybody out for the channel, then I will, line up the time for another live stream. So that's my hope, is that if there's no maps or anything that's going to derail it or push things back, to have at least one more live stream this week. But it's just really going to depend on Giants. But again, after Friday, so probably after Thursday, I'm going to be pretty much, all hands on deck for the move, getting everything kind of bundled up. Going to pack up all my computer equipment and all that stuff to be able to get ready for the move. So yeah, that's basically the plan at the moment. So from today up until Thursday is I'm hoping to have, good, consistent, content being pushed out for the channel here. But after Thursday, probably going all the way up until the end of next week. So probably the, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday range. Probably going to be just completely offline. Probably unreachable for the most part, because I'm going to be, Wednesday is going to be the busy day, because that's when we do the double close. That's when we close on the sale of this house and close on the sale of the next house in the afternoon. So that day is going to be an absolute madhouse. And then getting whatever stuff we can up to that house in the afternoon, yeah, it's just going to be nuts. Gonna be nuts. So keep me in y'all's thoughts and prayers, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to be stressed on Wednesday. Let's see. Let's see. Where was I? Luke, how's it going, Luke? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says hi, everyone. Hi, Luke. We got Ken says, see, told you it's BDD's blooper stream. 100%. 100%. There is no doubt in my mind that something has been in the water. I don't know what it is, but there's something in this that's making things loopy. Let's see. Farmer Groot says, how did you like the mods today? I liked them there, Farmer Groot. There was quite a few of them that I really liked. I especially loved the skid steer, the Massive skid steer. I also liked the little bunkers that you can have buy points from. If I can remember the button combination to push the... So it is, I believe it's under containers. Yeah, these things. So you got the lime bunker for the bulk buy bunkers. You got the lime bunker, fertilizer bunker, stone bunker, manure bunker, and then you got this kind of bulk buying bunker where it has all of them all kind of slammed together into one. I like that. It's $5 grand for each of these. So you figure 20 grand all in, and you've got all 4 of these components. I like that. I like that a lot. This is 25 grand, but again, it only does 3 of the 4 that you have access to here. So It doesn't have manure. It only has stones, fertilizer, and lime. So it's missing out on the manure. So that's kind of a bummer. Let's see. Jonah says, and I thought you weren't going live because of the move. No. I said that I will be continuing to work on the channel here this week, but after starting Friday, that's when I'm going to be cutting it off. So, yeah, no, this week I'm going to be, kind of going about as regular as normal, unless something like devastating pops up and I just have to shift priorities. But as far as I'm aware, pretty much we're just on the kind of home stretch, and we're waiting to be able to get to this weekend where I can start packing up like the work equipment and the computers and monitors and all that kind of stuff. But I have to have them until Friday, when work kind of goes at its end. So that's basically what's going on at the moment. Taco says, we live on a dead end, almost no traffic, just a tourists that take the wrong way, the wrong direction. I tell you what, so the road I live on, there's no through traffic. It's just kind of tucked in. It's a road that's kind of leads to nowhere kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, the house I live in is not a great area. It's not, not the safest. It's not any of that stuff. It's not the place where I want to raise my kids. And what I'm really looking forward to the most is because the house that I'm in is it's a mobile home. This one is. The one I'm moving into isn't. But because of the cheap construction and all that, you hear everything outside. So if somebody comes through with even just a normal sounding car, you hear it passing by. You get the rain, something as simple as the rain. You hear it, hitting the roof kind of thing. So it's just one of those that I'm looking forward to being in the nicer house where it's got the double insulated, double pane insulated glass, where it's gonna help cancel out the kind of outside noise, which there really isn't any outside noise. That's the great thing about it, is because of where it's at, it's quiet. So quiet on top of quiet reducing materials. I'm on board with it 100%. So yeah, all in all, I'm excited. I'm really excited to be able to to get out of here, to be able to go, take my family to a place that's going to be, a lot better place to raise the kids, to be able to just have that kind of peace and quiet that I grew up with. I mean, when I was born all the way up until I was 8 years old, my family and we lived on a farm, a 300-acre farm. And growing up there, I loved growing up there. And then we moved into a 12-acre like ranch-style home. And even that, I mean, it was quiet. It was on a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, the only thing is back in those days, we didn't really have internet per se. We had dial-up, but that was, back when, high speed was kind of in its infancy. I don't know what the scene of it would be like today, if the internet would be available now. But I mean, there it goes. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, cool. Let's see, what do we got here? 59,000 so far. Wow, 59,000 liters. That's awesome. And we're not even close to being done with this field yet. I'm curious what we're going to get out of this. Like, look at that. It's got tons left to go. And we got a bale, and we got a mulch. All right, here we go. Let's actually unload it on this leg so it can just keep on chugging. go. There it goes. Come on. Haha. But no, like I said, it's one of those where what I'm also really excited about, because when I bought this house, I obviously had no intentions of ever doing YouTube. Having the channel and doing all that stuff. So everything that I have at the moment is kind of afterthought when it came to like the setup and the kind of styles and stuff that I do. Everything has been kind of secondary to what was necessary based on my kind of current living situations. Hence the reason why I'm out in the middle of the living room, why I'm on my couch and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm comfortable, but I've got a laptop in my lap. I've got the camera that's on a boom arm. I got the mic on the boom arm. That's all on my kind of little end table kind of thing. So it's all these kind of things that I kind of did as a kind of ad hoc, like, hey, this is something I want to do, and now all of a sudden I'm having to kind of think of the ways to didn't want to think of the ways, or couldn't think of any other ways to do it in my kind of current living situation. But in the new house, I'm going to try my best to have a more professional kind of setup, to where it's not going to be just all ad hoc kind of slap things together. I'll be able to have the secondary monitors, like the primary and secondary monitors for my laptop. I won't have to have my laptop in my lap during the stream. I'll have a full-blown keyboard. I'll have my mouse. I'll have all these various peripherals and all the soundproofing and all these kind of things, depending on how the room and the ambience within the room are. I'll have like an actual desk area where I'll be able to kind of set everything up and kind of go from there. Like, I'll be able to have all these things, and I'll have these like very meticulously planned out. Like, I've got so many kind of plans going for the new space that it's going to be really nice at the end of the day. I'm really putting in some long, hard thought into how everything is going to work out. So I'm really hoping that, based on all that thought and all that kind of pre-planning, that it's going to benefit everybody out there. It's going to provide a better viewing experience for everybody who's here for the live stream, who's here for just the regular content and all that stuff. Like, I don't think like the audio quality or anything like that is bad. Like, I don't think there's any like ambient like reverb or anything like that, based on, because the room itself is larger, and the paneling on the walls and stuff really doesn't allow for a lot of reverb, which is fine. But it's just one of those, like, I'll be able to figure out like the best kind of setup while still having a really good a real good quality product, and having the ability to have multiple monitors and not be in like the kind of couch position that I'm in now. I'll be able to actually have like a desk chair where I'll be able to adjust the microphone during midstream, or I'll be able to adjust the camera. I'll be able to show off different things. Like, I've got plans, y'all. I got plans. So looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Let's see. Where was I? I think I left off with Ken says, "What up to Luke?" We got Samuel says, "I'm love city or country." I'm a country boy. I'm a country boy through and through. Like I said, 300-acre farm until I was 8 years old, 12 acres until I was in my 20s. So going down to when we moved to Florida, we went from 12 acres to half an acre. So it was a really big kind of shock to the system. And going from the middle of nowhere out in the country in Michigan to in the hustle and bustle in the middle of Florida. And growing up where I grew up in Michigan, I never saw all the kind of like the city trials and tribulations, like the homelessness, like I was mentioning before, the kind of rampant drug uses and stuff like that. I mean, you can very clearly see, just people just completely cracked out of their mind, just in the zombie-like state, just going down this to the grocery store, kind of thing. It's sad. It's really sad at the end of the day, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of dealing with it. I hate that my county that I live in currently, basically subsidizes this and basically condones it, kind of thing. I don't know. It's just not something I'm willing to tolerate anymore. And especially it especially started hitting really hard when I had my first kid. That's when it's like, okay, I've got to do something. Got to do something. And ever since then, my wife and I have been working really, really hard to make the right decisions, to make the right moves, to get to this point in our lives. And now that we've got our second child, it's even more important to us to be able to have that as a kind of focal point and whatnot. And now we're finally here. We're finally to the point where we're able to, to leave, to be able to get out and get to an area where we're going to be, proud to raise our kids. And that's ultimately what it boils down to. Is I'm not happy with the area and the premise of my children growing up here. I feel like they deserve better, and I'm willing to put in the blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that happens. So it's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. It's going to be, a lot of, me working really hard at work, my real job. And then it's going to be me, chugging away and putting in the blood, sweat, and tears into the channel. As much as I can possibly do, as much as I can offer, kind of thing. So, like I said, once I get all set up in the new space, I'm going to be hitting this channel hard. You're gonna see me really putting out the content, really trying to do my best to not only, continue the quality, continue, getting better and growing with this channel, but to, put out more content, consistent content, like the whole 9 yards. So fingers crossed, gonna put in the effort. Let's see. We got where was I? Farmer Groot says, "What is the yield at on this wheat field? Just curious." So far, I mean, I don't think I can check like the yields and stuff, like not like precision farming yields. Oh wait, are you talking like if I step over here, like yield bonus 97? Yeah. So right now plus 97%. Is where I'm at the moment. There we go. So I mean, this is going to get us what, like 90-some thousand liters in just this field alone. I think that's where I'm at. And then we're going to get straw. We're going to get bales. Oh yeah. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. All right, here. That's something that's just kind of in the corner. It's driving me nuts. There we go. And there it goes. All right, where are we at? 67,000 so far. So this will put us probably in the 80s, 90s, I think. Pretty close to 90s. $88,000 liters. We're not even done. We'll probably get at least another trailer full. Oh, I want to catch up to that. I want to catch up to it. I want to catch it on this leg. Hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Come on, come on. There we go. Nice. Awesome. Let's see. Jonah says, are you harvesting your own field? I am harvesting my own field there, Jonah. Absolutely I am. Todd says to Jonah, in other words, he didn't want to pack tonight, LOL. I've been packing every single day for a solid month there, Reaver. One of the things that I never realized until this move is how much crap I've accumulated over the years. All this stuff that I thought, oh man, I've got to have this. Oh, I've got to have this. Like all this random stuff. And I'm like, why? Why did I want this? Why did I think I need this? Like I was in the kitchen the other day. And have you ever seen those slap chop things? Like, oh, this thing is cool. I think I maybe used it twice. Now, I will say, the one thing that I have bought that's similar to Slap Chop, but I think it's infinitely better, is the, it's like graded, not graded, it's like basically a checkerboard knife set, and you put your fruit, veggie, whatever you want to have diced on top of that blade set, and then you put this little lever down on top of it, and you smash it down, and it just cuts it into cubes. That thing is such a huge time saver. I love that thing. Now, I know that, you know, I could just use a knife and kind of go through it like that, but with this thing, like if I'm cutting like sweet potatoes, this thing, it works perfectly. I love making like sweet potato hash. I'll take like the sweet potatoes and I'll put in like smoked paprika, some salt, some pepper, a little bit of cayenne for the heat, garlic powder, onion powder. So you kind of get that kind of nice little blend of savory and sweet. And ooh, a little bit of MSG in there as well sometimes if I'm really feeling spicy. And then, then you roast it in the oven. So good. So good. But getting the kind of cubed potatoes, the sweet potatoes, just so much easier. I can just cut it, into slices, and then put it on top of that, and bam, give it a slap, and cuts it into cubes. Just lickety split. Love it. Love that thing. But it's also like a julienne slicer, and it makes chips and stuff. Another thing I love to make are like sweet potato chips, and I use it specifically for our sweet potato nachos that I make. These things, basically think of a nacho, but instead of making like actual like nacho chips, like the tortilla chips, you just substitute with like baked sweet potato chips. It works out perfectly. It's so good, so good. Let's see. Let's see. Farmer Group says, if I'm missing something, but wouldn't the buying stones be kind of useless? The only thing I can think of, turn stones into lime, but wouldn't that just buy lime instead, though? I mean, you can utilize it for lime, but you also have the one factory that does the stonework. What was it? I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? Is it a cement factory, I think? Yeah, it's a cement factory. So you can make like the clay tiles, the blocks, and the cement using stones. So that is something you can do. Let's see. Taco says, stress is a result of lack of knowledge. If you can resolve the problem, you don't have stress. You just extremely busy. Oh, and yeah, that's exactly it. And I am stressed because I just don't know the process. Like I've only bought one house in my life, and it's this one here. So I've never sold a house, so I've never had to go through that. I've never done a double close. So I don't know how the day is going to progress, kind of thing. And I'm sure that it's all going to be fine. You know, it's all going to be fine. I know I've got like people that's going to sit there and walk me through what I've got to do and all that kind of, rigmarole. But it's the not knowing. That's the stressful part. And then, we're going to have my dog. So we've got to vacate, the morning of the 14th to go sign for the sale of this place. And then in the PM is when we sign for the sale or the purchase of the new home. And what ends up happening is, once we vacate here, we're going to have my dogs. We're going to have the moving truck. We're going to have my wife. She's going to be towing a trailer that she's never towed before. She's never towed a trailer before. We're going to have my brother-in-law. He's got his car here. So we actually have friends of ours that are coming over to take his car to the new house. We've got, what else? We've got my car that we have the same set of friends. They're going to be driving my car. I mean, I've got like so many different things that are like in the works of and being coordinated and all this stuff. We got my dad who's also moving with us, because he lives with us on the property. He's got his camper that he's going to be towing down to the new property. So it's just all this kind of, planning and all this stuff, which we've got pretty much everything planned. It's just we don't know what time we're going to have to be there. We don't know when we have to be out of here. We don't know when we get to go into our new house. Like, we can't just like go and drop everything off like the day before or anything like that and just have access to just the cars or just whatever. We have to actually like we're gonna have to like figure out how. Okay, we're gonna have to meet at this place to sell, the title company, to sign all the paperwork to sell this house. And once we sell this house, we're gonna have the moving truck. We're gonna have my wife and her car, with the trailer and all that stuff. So we're gonna have to figure out, okay, well, are we gonna even be able to fit, a towing, not towing, but a box truck, a U-Haul truck at that property? Or are we going to have to go stop at a Walmart, drop off the truck there at a Walmart, and then drive from the Walmart to the title company to then, kind of, sign there? Is the title company going to have a big enough parking lot for me to be able to pull the trailer into? Or are we going to have to like park in some weird spot and kind of go from there? It's all the not knowings is the problem. So that's why I was saying I'm going to be stressed on that day, because I just don't know. Let's see. Ken says, LOL Reaver. We got Benji says, internet started in the early 90s. Yes, so when I was referring to referring to that, because we lived out in the country, the only things we had access to was dial-up, because it used phone lines. But we also had, at one point, we had that DirecTV. And it was like that satellite. It was like the precursor to satellite internet. And that was trash. That was absolute trash. I would have much preferred to have been on dial-up than that any day of the week. If there was even a mouse fart in the wind, there would be no internet whatsoever. It just completely goes down at random. It had to be bright, sunny out in order for it to even begin to think about working. And then even if it was bright and sunny out, it wasn't a guarantee that it was going to work every single time. It was a terrible product. Very inconsistent. Now, on those days when it did work, it was faster than dial-up, but it was just so incredibly inconsistent that it just wasn't worth the boost in speed. So let's see. Let's go drop this off. 80% already. Wow. And there it goes. Nice. This is going to get us over 100K. Let's see. Taco says to Benji, yes, but not for the public, military, and universities. Jonah says, Do you know what that means when you are getting closer to what me and Reaver are planning? I'm really curious as to what it is that you all are planning. I'm really curious. We got Reaver says to Jonah, hopefully he gets to it tonight before I pass out. We're almost done. We're going to be collecting the straw here very soon. And I might just slam that straw just to be able to kind of rush through that. Let's see. Samuel says tomorrow, Tuesday or Thursday, rain at Vicksburg, Mississippi. Then Taco says, what I say, very busy, as long as you have the solutions to the problem, not stress. You're right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that one. Yeah, you're right. Not stressed, just busy. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, nice. I can actually get to it easy. Swing through. And boop. Nice. We're almost done. We are almost done with this. Like I said, I'm probably just going to pick up like the Lizard TARDIS and just, or not the Lizard TARDIS, the Colossus, and just pick up all this stuff like super fast. All this straw super, super fast because, yeah, it's already midnight my time. Speaking of which, nope. Yeah, there we go. Forge wagons. Let's see, that is the Colossus right there. So let's do this. Working with 50 meter unrealistic. Don't need the crop guides. Why not? You know, it doesn't cost me nothing. Capacity 5 million. And bam. Nice. So once this is done, then we can just slam this real quick. Oh, a little bit of wheat there got missed. That's all right. And then we'll be good to go. We got nope, that's everything. Yeah, all caught up. Nice. But yeah, no, it's one of those where I say I'm going to be stressed, but like I said, you're right there, Taco. You're definitely right. It's one of those that it is going to be a busy day. I say I'm going to be stressed just because, like I said, I don't know what to expect from the day. And that's when I tend to get stressed out the most, is when just the not knowing part. But no, I think that's a fair way of categorizing it. Just saying that, you know, hey, it's just going to be busy. You're going to be able to figure it out. You know, I'm going to have access to the people who are going to walk me through and tell me what it is I need to do. So at the end of the day, there's no need to stress. You're right about that. You're absolutely right. Let's see. You know what? Oh yeah, we're going to have plenty of space in this, so we'll be able to pick up this last little chunk. And get the one in front of us down there. Let me just make sure that the map looks like it's all cleared out. Let's see. Oh yeah, no orange besides these little patches over here. There we go. Yes. Last little bit. Last little bit. There we go. And now let's go over here. Oops, oops. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't run it over. Don't run it over. Don't run it over. There we go. Okay. All right, now let's see, 5,332 liters. I think I can fit all this into this last trailer full. And then no indent, no indent. Such a silly movie, but it was funny. And then 25,000. So this is gonna put us what, about 130s? I think it's about 130s. Oh no, more than that. Way more than that. Like more like 140s. Nice. Look at that. 143,507. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and return that harvester. We're just going to park this right here for the time being. And then, let's see. Yes, there we go. Return that. Return that. Alright, let's go pick up that Colossus. Now we don't have to be gentle anymore. We can just go bounding through the field. Pick up all this straw. Get it where we need it. Let's see. Let me think. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was sitting here thinking, like, where am I going to store all this stuff? Because I know it's not all going to fit in the cow barn, which is, fine. And then it dawned on me, well, duh, you've got the place where you're going to put the rest in, make TMR. So, gotta love it. All right, here we go. There it is. There's the beauty. Again, big shout out to Chris and Riley S. These packs, this pack here is amazing. I love it. When I just want to get something done just quick and easy, here you go. So we're just gonna... No, car! No! Why? Okay, here we go. And then merge. Pop this down. Alright, let's see this thing in action. I can't wait. I love just ripping through and just seeing that number just go skyrocketing. No. Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on. Alright, you know what? I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, this is going to be great, awesome, this is going to work just fine. No! There we go. Now we're cooking. Alright. Who wants to take a guess as to what we're going to get off of this field? What's the total amount of straw we're getting off of this? Go ahead and put it down in the chat. What do y'all think? We're already at 100,000 liters right now. Look at that. That's nuts. $160, $180, Wow. 270. Let's see. Whoops. Pay attention where you're driving. Got Jonas says 350,000 liters. I mean, we're rapidly approaching that, Jonah. I think you might be shorting it. Come on, anybody else? What is your guess? Put it in the chat. 325,000. Oh, almost 350. There we go. 350. 375. We might get up to 500,000. 400. Whoa, what did I just hit there? 434,000. And are we going to get 500,000? We're going to be close. Oh, really close, but I don't think, based on the Price is Right rules, we ain't going to get to that 500,000. That's all right, though. And bam. Turn that off, lift it up. 490,127 liters. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so first things first. Let's zoom in. Oof. I kind of failed on that attempt. Can I? There it goes. Just dump it in. Just bam. Nice. Cow barn is full. Now these two are already full, so I'm not going to worry about them. Oof. Oof. Why? No.
Reavertime_Todd donated $20 through Super Chat. Okay, it is now plow time, first person, with create field turned on. Finally, at last. Muahahaha.
What? I don't think I like that chat. Oh, so wait a minute. Reaver says 755,000. Taco says accept what you cannot change and change what you cannot accept. You know what? Again, Taco, very, very true. You're 100% right. Ken says BDD hit the same tree earlier. LOL. Oh man, $20 super chat from Reaver Time Todd. Todd, thank you so much for your super chat. I greatly appreciate it. It says, okay, now plow time. First person with create fields turned on. Finally, at last. Mwahahaha. Ken says 180 to 190. And then Jonah says without AI or GPS. Now see, Jonah, I don't think that's fair that you're kind of piggybacking off of Todd there. I don't know. Todd didn't specify that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, see, technically we're not at plow time yet. Technically we're at mulching time. Let's see. Ken says, you didn't say straw, LOL. Jonah says, no, that's part of the plan. Reaver says, oh, it should have been in there. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I will play along. Okay. No GPS, no AI. But again, it's mulch time. It's not plow time. So are we okay to still do third person in mulch, or do you want me to do first person in mulch? I'll leave that one up to you. Let's see. Let's go here. It's time. It's time. It's TMR time. Bam. Look at that TMR go. Let's see. Colia Girl Decky? I apologize after I butchered that name. I don't know what you said there, but how's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Thank you for joining us here. We also got Jonas says you can do third person in mulching. Okay. Cool. Look at that TMR go. Let's go. We got TMR. Love it. All right, we don't need this anymore. What am I doing? Nope. I need this. All right, now we need the bednar. Where is the bednar? Is it back here? Oh, there it is. I found it. I found the bednar. Here, let's go over here. And then there we go. Perfect. Now here, what I need to do here is I need to change this. Settings to this. Lower. I need to wash this thing. Swathing mode. I want mulcher. There it is. Yeah, mulcher. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take this as just like the normal, third person can do the whole, mulching and AI and all that stuff. We'll start the plowing with the first person, create fields on. We'll do all that. That's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. Let's see. Jonas says, hey, Reaver, what are we going to make him do next? Uh-oh. What are we going to do, like basically this whole seasonal cycle just in first person? Is that the plan? Pretty sure I do have a plow, don't I? Yeah, I do. I have the 12MT, yeah. Know where it is, I don't know. Oh, it's over here. Oh, that's right. It's tucked away in the barn over here. Let's see. Reaver says member announcements and pictures. But oh yes. Good call. I agree with you there. Yes, let's do the channel announcements and all that stuff. So let's first do this. Let's get this all set up on my end. Like that. Like this. And nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. There. Okay. So first off, we're going to give a shout out to all the channel members. First off, thank all of my members so very, very much for being channel members. It helps out an absolute ton. The support for the channel, greatly, greatly appreciate it. But we're going to start out with our Tier 3 members, starting with Rail Fanning Jonah, Pipe and Paul, Whiskey Creek Farms, Ken Adlam, and Philippa Thompson. Thank all of you so very much for being Tier 3 channel members. Also want to give a shout out to the Tier 2 channel members, and they are Mark K, Lonnie, I think it's either Johansson or Johansson, not sure how it's pronounced, but we'll go Johansson. We got Reaver Time Todd and Kiwi Sim Farmer. Thank all of you for being Tier 2 channel members. And if you are interested in becoming a channel member and helping out this channel, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. Also, the join button, also listed below, and on the main channel page. There you can gain access to things such as custom badges, custom emojis. You also get early access to edited content such as the Let's Play / roleplay, more like a roleplay series at this point, and channel shorts. That, for Tier 1 members, starts at 99 cents a month. You can also get access to our Tier 2 membership. So everything you just heard as perks for the Tier 1s, you get that. Plus, you get a shout out every single live stream for Tier 2 channel memberships, just like you just heard just a few moments ago. That starts at $4.99 a month. And then the highest tier we have here, tier level 3, gets everything I just mentioned, plus a custom discount code to the channel merch store, as well as the opportunity to come onto the live streams as well with me to either do audio only, where we can just kind of banter back and forth, or to actually join me on the actual game itself. That starts at $9.99 a month. Again, I want to thank each and every one of my members so very, very much. Greatly appreciate every single one of you. I also want to thank the channel subscribers. Everybody out there, thank you all so very much. We are rocking and rolling on this channel. We are doing really, really well. Last I checked, I believe we're at almost 2750. We're getting up there. We're getting up to that kind of plateau, the halfway mark between the 2,500 and the 3,000. So really looking forward to that. Again, thank you all so very, very much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Want to go ahead and check out some of the screenshots that we were sent in. We've got some screenshots from, let's see, we got Ken Adlam, Pippa, as well as Reaver. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, because it happened during the stream, let me gather those screenshots from you there, Todd, just really fast. Let's see. Yes, we got... Oops. Oops, why is it not? There we go. All right, perfect. And then we'll send these over to the computer, just like so. All right. Oops, what happened? There we go. And that. Perfect. Okay. So now they ought to be in there. Let's go ahead and show the screenshots. Again, Reaver, Pippa, and Ken, thank you also very, very much for sending these in. Let's click that there. And of course, for some reason it doesn't want to, function properly. Let's click on that and go. There we go. So I believe we're starting out with Ken and his screenshots here. Ken, thank you so very much. I believe he's on Alma, Missouri, if I'm not mistaken here. And looking really good, doing some nighttime work. And there's one coming up here. Let's see, is it the next one? Nope, this is from Reaver Time Todd using the Yarder. Really, really awesome. It actually looks really cool. I like the uniqueness of this particular set of equipment, but it's just not one that's going to be, kind of my cup of tea. And then we got some here from Pippa. Thank you so very much, Pippa, Ken, and Reaver. There's the one from Ken, the moon. Hopefully none of us out there are werewolves or Saiyans. Either way. But again, thank you three so very much for sending in those photos. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Also want to give a shout out to the channel merch store. If you're interested in purchasing anything from the channel merch store, go ahead and check it out at bddgaming.creator/spring.com. There we have shirts, hats, necklaces. We've got cups. We've got pretty much anything that your heart desires for the various stuff that you may want with the channel branding there. You can have yourself, it's going to be a Good Day t-shirt. You can have a BDD Gaming hoodie, Team Jasper or Team BDD, choose wisely. A bad day on the farm is always better than a good day in the city. I wholeheartedly support that saying. Yeah. And again, thank all of you who have made previous purchases from the channel merch store. everybody that I've talked to up to this point has said that they really like the stuff that they've gotten. So again, thank you all so very, very much. Oh, did I miss some there, Todd? Hold on. I may have just not gone back far. Oh, I didn't go back far enough. Ay, ay, ay. I'm sorry about that, Todd. Let me get that for you real quick, and we'll add that to the roll. Let's see. No, I just didn't go back far enough. So let's cancel that. Let's do this. Do. And there. Send that over just like so. All right, and now what I'll do is I'll just delete these like so. Move these over. Again, Todd, thank you so very much for sending these in. Again, also thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Let's go back to the screenshots just real quick. And of course, there we go. Picking up the yarder there. Got the main farm right there. That's looking really sharp. Love how it's kind of built in around the Riverbend water tower there. Looking really good. Again, Todd, thank you so very, very much for sending these in. And Ken and Pippa. And we are going to go ahead and skip over the P.O. box because that's going to be changing soon. That is definitely going to be changing soon. So no sense in kind of giving that one a shout out at this point in time. So again, thank you all so very, very much. Let's bring this back over to here. Let's click on that. All right. So I just wanted to confirm that my plow is where I think it is. So I think it's just tucked away over here. Yep, there it is. Nice. Oh, yeah, look at that thing go. All right, so we've got... Where was I? Jonah with all the custom emojis. Thank you again, Jonah. Ken with the screenshots and shoutouts. BDD LOL. And we got Taco saying 24 watching and only 12 thumbs up, guys. Just hit that like button and it's not that hard. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. It's actually very, very easy. Just got to reach over and just, click that little thumbs up button. It really does help out an absolute lot. Greatly appreciate anybody and everybody who clicks it because, like I said, it really helps in the algorithms. It really tells people that, hey, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here, and starts to recommend and get us into the algorithms. So again, thank you all so very, very much. And thank you again, Taco, for pointing that out. Reaver says, where did the main farm go? Oh, no, I read that one already. And then we got Luke saying, everybody have a good night. All right, there, Luke. Hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your night. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. So we're just going to chug along here, and then we'll get to plowing in first person with no helpers, with no AI, yeah. See, I knew you two were plotting against me. I knew it. I knew that you were plotting. That's all right. That's all right. We'll, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, I'm loving it. I'm loving this map. I love doing these live streams. Getting to interact and hang out with everybody here. Love that. I love having a great map to play on. And you know what? I think I'm really going to enjoy this kind of challenge. It's going to add just a little bit of flavor to the stream here. So, looking forward to it. Let's see. Benji says, I see 17. This is 18. Now it's up to 18. So again, thank you all so very much for hitting that like button. Greatly appreciate every single one of you for doing it. Yeah, I mean, we're at a point to where we ought to be able to turn around and put something else in this field. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in this just yet. Let's take a look at something real quick. Let's see. So we can put in, could put in carrots, grass, green beans, olives, parsnips, poplars, red beets. I don't know. I just don't know. That or we could potentially... Oh, you know what we could do? Oops. Fertilized at 0%. Ooh, no. No, what is those? What is that? Anyways, we could put down some oilseed radish. We could start out by just putting in a layer of that and then just wait a month or two until we can plant something better. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. We already have 10,000 liters of total mixed ration. That's awesome. I love this production. This production by Omatana is so good. So good. And look at this. We got over 1,000 liters of wood. That's all. Oh, wait. The sawmill. Oh, 106 liters. Okay. So I thought there would be a little bit more than 106 liters over at the sawmill already, but apparently not that much time has passed already. Wow, we only got 25 grand. Ooh, I need to do some contracts. What kind of contracts we got? Whoa. Bale wrapping, 35 grand. Okay. Ooh, we got spinach. We got a lot of spinach. Let's see, we got hoeing, mowing. Oh, plowing. Okay. Got some spraying. You know what? Yeah, for 51 grand, I'll use a chiselback. Yeah, 51 grand, I'll definitely use a chiselback. 100%. Let's see. Benji says, catch y'all later. Got some things to do in the morning. Have fun. All right, Benji. Well, thanks for stopping by tonight. Hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your night. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Taco says, gotta run, guys. Have fun and good evening. All right, Taco. Well, you have a great one as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Let's see. Let's get this chill. Just want to vomit every time I chisel. Chisel back. Anyways. No. Oops. Not what I meant to push. So yeah, we'll just set a worker off and have them just chug away on 22. It'll take them forever and a day. All right. Cause fly ash. Oh, come on. Power! Where's Jeremy when you need him? Power! There we go. Let's see. And because my curiosity is getting to me... Okay, so earlier we had Colia, I think it's Colia, messaged us in the chat and used the language that I didn't even want to guess at what the language was. But
Ralph Fanning Jonah
Wait, what?
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Don't use it, don't you remember the last time?
Don't use what there, Jonah? I am confused. $1.99 super chat from Jonah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, don't use it. Don't you remember what happened last time? I don't remember what happened last time. I'm completely lost there, Jonah. But, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, they ended up reaching out to us and they said something in super chat. I had no idea what it is. I just ran it through Google Translate real quick and it says, hello from Ukraine. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel. Hope everything is going great for you over there in Ukraine. Let's see. Ken says, I'd wait for precision farming to drop before planting the next crop, LOL. Yeah. Maybe. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah. Jonas says, the plow we came out with for dialogue. The plow we came out for dialogue with, it caused so much. No, I'm right there with you there, Jonah. No, I get it. But thankfully, I can just set a worker to kind of set and forget. I don't have to sit there and babysit it and do anything along those lines. I can just let it do its thing. So I can now jump back in here. And actually, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to take a look at some other contracts I can just kind of set and forget. Let's see. You know what these... Yeah, these hauling contracts. A little over 23 grand for the two of them. So that one there. That one there. Let's see. Let's grab this. And this. So yeah, we're just gonna take these over, just kind of set and forget for a little bit, and then hopefully by that time we'll start being close to done on our field with the mulching, and then we can go ahead and go along with the plot that has finally been sprung onto us, plowing in first person with no workers, no AI, no GPS. So that is the plan. Okay, it's this field right over here. And boop. Oh, and with field creation, yes. So Jonah's just, yes, that's the big one. Is that if I'm not precise in what I'm doing, it's going to kind of... Oh, what am I doing? I don't even know. There we go. Yeah, Ken. Chiselback plow, LOL. Ugh. You know what? Chiselback plow is a 4-letter word around here. I don't like it. I don't like the chiselbacks. Don't know if anybody's ever noticed. I'm not a fan of them. Just, not a fan. Where am I going? Why am I going this way? What am I doing? Is this real life? I'm going the wrong way. Oh well. Reaver says, is that like the hollaback? I mean, I think I could tolerate the hollaback a little bit more than the chiselback. I'm just saying. I mean, I think it's a little bit more tolerable. Those chiselbacks are just awful. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, being a farmer in real life and having to use one of those chiselbacks and trying to, like, you know what, here's the thing, is I'm probably being so dramatic over the chiselback that it's probably way easier to use in real life than it is in game and all that stuff. I'm sure that it's fine. But you know what, I don't care. I don't care. It's one of those where the chiselbacks are just so awful in game that they shouldn't exist in real life. That's how bad they are. Alright, now we're on the right path. Let's do this. Alright. So now, where is this? Oh, all the way up there. Okay. Well, it is what it is. That's not a big deal. Whoa! Will you stop hitting the trees? Jeepers creepers. Why does it feel like the worker is so far over to the left on my field? Oh, we'll go over there once we get the worker over here running. Ow. You know what just dawned on me? I can more than likely be working on the grass fields. I think my grass fields are ready. Maybe. All right. And boop. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not as... For some reason, I thought it was, like, way over... Like, over there for some reason. Okay, so we got little spots to clean up. That's not a big deal, though. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my goodness, that snuck up on me. I apologize. It is getting late over here, though. I will admit that. But I will, at bare minimum, start on the challenge. And worst case scenario, if y'all don't mind, I will start it and I'll finish it on another stream, but I'll make sure that it carries over, kind of thing. So one of those where it will be done. It will. And it will be done right as per the Super Chat's request. Let's see. Let's see. Jonah says, if you can't finish it, it's okay. If you want to wait till next stream, start it. Okay, cool. Then yeah, let's plan on that. We will finish off the mulching here. It's 1:45 my time, so let's finish the mulching, and then we will kind of be nice, fresh, ready to go for the plowing state, and then we'll be be able to do all that. And what I'll do is I will make myself a note to make sure I don't forget, so I don't just start barging in and kind of do do the job without remembering. Oh, hey, yeah, ooh, hiccups. Start doing the next stream and not remembering, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, I do the thing and I don't honor it. So, don't want that to happen. Let's see. Let's go back to that real quick. Okay. So yeah, we're just chugging along. We're getting things done. Love that we're finally doing the hoeing contracts where it's actually removing stuff. It's actually doing something, not just, hoeing an empty field. Let's see, how is this? Oh my goodness, we've only done like 3 passes. If I was smarter, I would have just come over and grabbed my plow. Because how big is that plow? How wide is it? 6 meters? It's half the size of my plow. And it goes almost half again the speed. Huh? And that's why I told you don't use it. Nothing like Jonah is like, nah, 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 I told you so, nah, 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 nah. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what I pictured too. It's just Jonah's like, I told you so, nah, 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 nah. Oh my goodness. I will say, I will admit it. The animation on the Chiselback plow does look good. I do like how it just kind of throws the dirt. I like it. But that's the only thing I like about the Chiselback, because look at this. This is awful. 6 meters. Wait, 6 or 7? Was it 6? 6 meters. But that's also why it's 51 grand, is because, it's a 41 acre field with a 6 meter implement. You know what? All right. We're going to do something. We're going to get wild and crazy. Let's see. Reaver says, I guess that's the next challenge, 3 meter Chiselback. Oh my goodness. Why do you hate me? Why? I mean, did I do something wrong? Did I upset you? Or do you just like to torture me? Is that what it is? Torture? In reverse. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? What are you two doing to me? Oh, wait, what? There's nothing there. Okay, here we go. Wild and crazy time. Watch out. Oh wait, I can't get through there. No. Ugh. Oh, there's a wall there. Oh. But there's not a wall here. Splash. Love it. Oh, frogs are croaking. Oh, you know what? Hold on. It still hasn't done it. But I think Will was saying that it might take until the next day. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. All right. So let's go ahead. Now it just dawned on me as to why you two were specific. It's like, oh, it's got to be on your farm. Because of the create fields option. That's why it had to be my fields. Alright, here we go. Now we're talking. We got us the right tool for the job. Double the width, almost double the speed. We're going to rip through 22 now. Doesn't stand a chance. Alright, let's get this. Let's see. Well, Farber is no longer on YouTube, so I guess you're up. LOL, JK. Who? I don't know who Farber is. Ken says, Chiselback plows, LOL. Yep, that's it. Jonah says, you should have used that plow to start. Yes, you're right. Jonah, you're... You should have done. You should have listened to me. Yes, Jonah, you are 100% right. I admit I was wrong. I've had to do that a lot today. So, I got called out earlier today. So, a while back, I made a top 10 or top 5 mod maps. And in there, I had taken some knowledge that I had gathered from back when I was in high school, so well over 20 years ago. And it was in regards to dating the age of a river. And basically what I had said is the straighter the river, the older the river is. And yes and no. So typically the straighter the river, it's the younger the river. But what I was trying to refer to in that video is that as a river ages, it does wind and twist. It's carving into the the rocks and the landscape and all that stuff. But what happens is that as it winds and twists and goes cutting through all the various areas, what happens is that eventually it carves out a straight line and leaves these little tributaries, which is like if you have the curvature of the river like this, and it's winding like kind of like this, what happens is the river eventually cuts through like so, and it still has this little chunk, but the river is now, the main flow is over here, and then you got this little like pocket off to the side. So that's what I was kind of referring to in that video. But somebody called me out and said, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just spinning a world of BS. And I'm like, oh, no, I wasn't spinning BS. I was just wrong, which is fine. Just being wrong is acceptable. Don't have to be right all the time. And,
Ralph Fanning Jonah donated $4.99 through Super Chat. You just made me laugh so hard. I think I woke up the rest of the house more than the trains would.
Oh no. Okay. Reaver says far beer farming. Yeah, I've never heard of them. I'll have to check them out. Jonah with the $4.99 super chat. Jonah, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. Says, you just made me laugh so hard. I think I woke up the rest of the house more than just the trains would. Oh, to Jonah's family, I apologize that I made Jonah laugh so hard that apparently he woke you all up. That's my fault. I apologize. Oh my goodness. That is funny though. That is really funny. I'm glad I was able to make you laugh so hard. Whoa. What kind of nonsense is that? Why is the swoop-de-doo all up in there? So anyways, no, so like I was saying, you know, the whole river thing, they ended up, you know, leaving a comment and all that stuff, and as I typically do, I don't let, you know, things like that bother me and whatnot. So I ended up saying, oh, well, it wasn't that I was trying to, you know, spin BS. It was that I was just wrong. You know, that happens. You know, but hey, you know, I hope you have yourself a fantastic day. You know, you take care and all that stuff. It's one of those where, you know, I'm not gonna let somebody who's gonna be like, you know, jump the gun kind of, you know, I'm not gonna let somebody like that bother me. It's just, it ain't worth it. Ain't worth it at all. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think I even said something along those lines. It's like, hey, I was wrong. It is what it is. I think I also said, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's like, hey, you know, it's like, you know, why feed into the anger or the kind of the snappiness? No reason for it. For anyone, for anything. So, one of those that if I can hopefully de-escalate the situation, hope that they have a good day. You know, at the end of the day, say, look, what is that? What is the swoops? It's like, oh hey, by the way. Anyways, Jonah says, looks like I'm sleeping in the car tonight. LOL. Oh no, Jonah, I'm sorry. Oh, Jonah's family, please, I apologize. Please let him back in the house. Reaver says, Farber, long A, Farber, like nay or slay. Okay. Oh, Faber. Helps when you read the thing properly. Yes. Oh my goodness. Anywho. So we're chugging away there. This is almost done. 89%. That's good. Or no, it's this one. It's almost done. It's 89%. And then once this is finished, I'm going to take this over. Because where's the other contract? Oh, it's all the way over there. I might take it over to quicken up the other one. But see, that one's at 74%. Nah, I'm not going to bother. Not going to bother. Wow, this thing's still going? Yeah, it's still chugging. I love. Gaming Joy did an amazing job on this mod. I love this mod. This thing is amazing. And Gaming Joy, you did a fantastic job. I love the fact that this modified Bednar is, you know, still a mulcher, but it's also a mower. It's also a destroyer. It will remove the bushes and stuff from the map right off the bat. It's fantastic. This thing is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love this mod. The Bednar Batwing here, fantastic. Let's see. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done to the farm outside of just getting this back up and running. Here, let's check something out real fast. Oh yeah, look at that. We're already like double the size, and we've been on there half as long. Love it. No, that's not that farm. It's this farm. No. Is it? Oh yeah, look at that. It's just chugging away. Chugging away. Oh yeah, look at that. Water is packed full. We've got 1,000 liters already. Sawmill. 499. Okay, so this is chugging along. It's moving. It's moving. And you know what I could do? Could I also turn this on? Let's do this. Let's check something. Let's run an experiment here. This one right here. Visit. Oh, I'm stuck. All right, so that was nope. That was wait. Okay, yeah. Okay. So wood chips, wood. Oh yeah, that's going way faster. Look at the wood just creeping up there now. Way faster. So if I were to bring solid fertilizer over here, that'd be really quick. That might be worth it, actually. Because, yeah, I mean, that helped out a lot just by adding that second one there. I don't think I'm just going to use the wood to flat out make wood chips, because it's already making wood chips. That doesn't make any sense to do. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, that one's done. What is this doing? Oh, it's coming over. Okay. And the plowing's going. I think as soon as we get this mulching done, I think that's when we're going to go ahead and cut out the stream. Regardless of where the plowing is, that can pick back up on the next one. What you doing, AI worker? Right there. There you go. I don't know if you realize this, but you missed quite a bit behind you. Just throwing it out there. I mean, I think you might want to, you know, kind of clean up your act there a little bit and kind of get the work done. Just saying, the work, the weeds, that stuff there, it's kind of has to get done. Anyways, Samuel says, "Hey BDD, good morning at Florida." Good morning, Samuel. Welcome back. Let's see. You know what? Hold on. Drop that down. We're gonna pick up where they left off. Yeah, look at that. That's better. There we go. Yeah, because once I'm done with these contracts here, with the hoeing, I'll be able to actually just collect and kind of rock and roll from there. I figure, wow, 15 grand. How did I go from almost 300,000 down to 15 grand? How did that happen? Huh. Wow. And let's 96. Oh, we're so close. So close. We're getting there. We're getting there. Man, I don't know where the time goes. Like, literally just felt like I just started the stream. Like, it doesn't feel like we've been on for, what, like, I mean, since 9:30, so at least, 3.5 hours, give or take. I mean, We've been on for a while. I mean, there it goes. Nice. Now, collect. Oh yeah, look at that. Much better. Mulching is almost done. I'll say that's about 90% done. That's awesome. Plowing is ripping through, 26%. Nice. Nice. Things are going according to plan. I love it. As soon as this gets done, I think we're going to sign out. I think that's going to be it for this evening. Like I said, I want to thank every single one of you who come out here tonight, who's hung out, and yeah, I just had an absolute blast. As soon as this is done, like I said, we're going to go from there, but I can already sense that the next stream is going to be something. It's going to be something. The next stream where we are plowing out this field with Reaver Time Todd's as well as Rail Fanning Jonah's instructions. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. You know what? Like I said earlier, I'm going to have fun with it. You know, just trying out, you know, a challenge. I don't think I've ever really done quote unquote a challenge before. That wasn't like just kind of a straightforward kind of like, okay, do this. Like this one actually has like layers. This is like an onion of a challenge, you know. You peel back one layer and you're going to see the next one and the next one. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to giving it a try and seeing what it does. Let's see. Samuel says, coming new video vlog soon at my channel. Nice. I'll have to check it out. But like I said, man, when I was on your channel earlier, I didn't hear any audio to your videos. So it was one of those. I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know what was going on, but it was just what I presume was you just kind of holding the camera. It looked like you were maybe at a store or something. I'm not quite sure exactly because like it was just mainly you, but you were talking to somebody, but I had no audio, like none whatsoever. So I'm not sure. I don't think it was me. I don't think that was just kind of an isolated, you know, me being dumb moment. But you know, just an FYI. And like I said, I couldn't comment on there to, you know, let you know, hey, you know, hey, I'm not hearing any audio, kind of thing. So. But I was there for a bit. I would have said hi if I could have commented, but is what it is. All right, we're just about done. What would you say? Maybe about 3 more passes? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4? 3, 4? Ooh, boy. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Man, I don't know what I did, but my arm has been an absolute wreck here lately. I don't know what it is, but my right arm, like, it doesn't feel like a muscle, like I pulled a muscle, but it has been right for months. And I don't know what to do about it. It's one of those where it's just in constant pain, like a dull pain. But then if I, you know, exert any pressure or if I move it a certain way, then all of a sudden it's like jumps from like maybe a 1-2 to a 6-7 kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, it's not comfortable. And like I said, it's been that way for a couple months now. Starting to grow concerned. But can't let it slow me down. Samuel says, drinks at Applebee's. I gotcha. Or wait, no, question mark. Drink at Applebee's, question mark. Are you saying that's what your video was at? Is you were at Applebee's? All right, we are on the second to last pass. That is definitely the last pass that's next to us. Nice. Manhattan iced teas. Ooh. Yes. So the last time I was talking about my bachelor party, and I was at Applebee's and ended up getting a few of the Long Island iced teas, and those are dangerous. Dangerous. Needless to say, I my wife has said that she had never seen me drunk before. That was the first and only time she has seen me like drunk, and it was a rather interesting. Now I remember everything about that night, and it was that same stream I was talking about how she was trying to prank me, how she was like, "Oh well, you know, you did something wrong," and she was pretending to be mad about it. But I ended up tricking her into telling me the truth, because it was one of those where she was basically trying to get me to. She was trying to make it seem like I had gone to the strip club, and I had told her explicitly I wasn't going to go to the strip club because I don't like strip clubs. It's just not my thing, and it was one of those like, you got to promise me that you're not going to let them talk you into going, and da da da. It's like, look, you don't have to worry about me. I don't care for that kind of scene. It's not something that I've been, ever really a part of, kind of thing. And it was one of those where I'd woken up the next morning. I was feeling fine, and she's like, and just acting really mad and whatnot. And she's like, "You went to the club last night." And I was like, "What club?" It's like, "Your friends told me that you all went to the strip club and blah, blah, blah." And it's like, no, we didn't. That's not true. And her and my cousin had worked it out to where they were gonna, kind of torture me with this. And yeah, I ended up getting her to confess after basically playing them both off of each other. It was rather hilarious. But yeah, my wife can be a little mischief maker when she wants to be. Let's see, let's get these little patches right here. That and that. And that. Perfect. Fold that away. Where was I keeping this? I think I was keeping it on the other side. But yeah, no, it was, wait. Wait. Can I do something? Can I? Okay. Oh, you were at Walmart doing the live stream. I gotcha. Okay. All right, let's back off here. Okay. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to see if this would actually delete the hedges, because it's got that whole destruction mode, and you can destroy a bunch of like the plants and stuff that you can't normally destroy using it. So I was just thinking, oh well, it might be fun to kind of carve out a little like entrance right there, and who knows, maybe one day I will do it, but not right now. But let's go ahead and get this parked. This one right here, this bay. Oh my goodness, there's a pole there. I'm so glad that I don't have a crash counter right now, because if I did, it would just be like the infinity sign. Oh, and here's BDD crashing yet again. Alright, so yeah, we got everything that we need all set and ready to go. I'm loving it. Let's see, 1,740 liters of manure. See, it's still saying it's here in the barn. Like, that's what I don't understand. It's so weird. Anyways, what we got going on here? We got, oh yeah, we got 10 liters of manure. That's awesome. We won't produce any straw or any slurry, but it is what it is. But we will get manure. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I think this is where we're going to leave it for tonight. We got a lot done here tonight. Again, I want to thank everybody who stopped out tonight. I want to thank everybody who's donated via Super Chats. Rail Fanning Jonah and Reaver Time Todd, thank you all so very much for your Super Chats. It helps out the channel an absolute ton. I'm really looking forward to the challenge on the next stream there, laid out by both Reaver and Jonah. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, it's it's 1:15 at the moment. So I think that's, like I said, I think that's where we're going to leave it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had an absolute blast here tonight, hanging out with everybody here. If you did, oh, wait, no, wait. I'm wrong. Redirects. If you're interested in going to check out another content creator, let's figure that out real quick. Let's figure that out really quickly. I don't see anybody. Let's see. See anybody going live right now? Oh, there's me. Let's see. Oh, here's somebody. Here. Oh, he's got a cool little setup. Got a couple of there we go. Alright, so if anybody's interested in going to do a raid onto somebody else, let's go to this channel here. They seem to be streaming on FS25 and doing a bit of log work. And it looks like they got a cool little setup there. So we'll go over there and pop in real quick and say howdy. But I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please show them by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care. And we'll meet you over there.